What's going on, guys? Thanks for watching. Keep calm and game on. In this episode, we are playing American Truck Simulator. I have been having a lot of fun with this game. I think I have like 16 hours into it so far. I'm kind of hooked. I didn't think I would be, but it's actually pretty fun. So, yeah, we're going to hop in and see if we can make some cheddar. So, I do have one of these trucks. I bought one myself, but I think we're just going to jump in to a predetermined mission, and that just kind of picks a truck for us. Because if I pick my own truck, then I have to drive there with just the truck, hook up the trailer, and it takes more time. So I'm just going to hop into it. So we're going to do a quick job, and I think we might go with something expensive. This is like a 5-hour drive, but it's a lot of money if we do it. But we're going to be hauling like, I think, that's going to be a big trailer, man. I don't know if I want to haul that. That's a little extreme. Let's try maybe this one instead. This one looks like it's an important delivery and hazard class 3. And we're going to get like $8,000, and it's going to be like a 4.5, 5-hour drive. We're going to try that. That's a California. Okay, we're going to take the job. As always, if you're watching, post some comments in the comment section now, and I will respond as soon as I see them, as long as I'm, not about to run off the road or something. And if you happen to be watching this on YouTube after it's done broadcasting over on Twitch, drop those comments. Let me know what you think in the comment section, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Okay, so I'm playing with an Xbox 360 controller right now. So I'm just going to look around. Looks like we're hauling some hazardous material. It's probably like gasoline or something. And we got our little GPS down in the right-hand corner. You guys can't see it because my head is in the way. Actually, I could probably... Oh, no, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. You guys don't have to see the GPS, but it's down there. Okay, so it says we got to go left. I like driving in the cockpit. I feel like the sound might be a little loud, so 1 second, everybody. I'm going to turn the volume down a little bit because I just got like the engine sound on right now. I got the music muted because the music kind of sucks in my opinion. I might put some like just some like dubstep in the background, maybe a little bit later. But let's go. Actually, let me turn down my volume a little bit. Oh boy, we're moving. Hold up. A little too loud in my headphones. There we go. Okay, we're good. Okay, let's do it. Here we go. Got to make those wide turns, baby. I've learned to realize that the mirrors on the trucks are your best friend because when you're driving a big rig, you don't have a rear view mirror. So you can't just look up there and see what's behind you. You got to check those mirrors. And even then, I run into stuff. And you don't want to run into stuff because if you damage your trailer, it's going to cost you some money. If you get in an accident and like hit a car, it's going to cost you like $800, $900 depending on the car. If you speed, a cop might see you and you might get fined for that. If you run a red light, that's money. So you got to kind of stay within like the rules of the road. I am always speeding though. I'm guilty of it. I don't do it in real life, but in this game, I'm like always speeding. I'm like, I just want to get to my destination. But then if a cop gets me, it like knocks off half of the pay that I would be getting. So it's beneficial if you drive safely. I kind of drive these semis in this game like they're sport cars though, and that's probably not a good idea. I have it set to like automatic, and the controls are like the simple version. You can like increase the difficulty by like having to shift gears and having the trailer move more accurately and stuff, be more realistic with like air brakes and stuff. But I just have it set to simple controls right now because I'm still kind of getting used to the game. But eventually, after I get like really good with like these controls, I want to like switch it over to like, manual maybe, or have the trailer handle a little bit more realistically. But right now, I'm just kind of learning how to play. So, yeah, I did buy some DLC for it because this game is actually on sale right now. It's called American Truck Simulator. It's only $5 on Steam. I think it's on sale until January 5th. But yeah, and a bunch of DLCs on sale too. So I bought some Idaho DLC because I live in Idaho. I bought Washington and also Oregon DLC, and they were only like $3 a piece. So you get a lot of content in this game, and I think the base game comes with 3 states, and then the rest you have to kind of like buy the DLC for. But they're big maps. And it's like, I think eventually they're going to put the entire U.S., but they're still working on like different states right now. But there's a lot of content in this game. Also a lot of like Steam Workshop content that like the fans have made. So I have a mod on right now that like makes the billboards and stuff in the game actually have company logos and stuff, because you know they have like fake company logos when you get the game, but like with the modding community, they have it so like there'll be Walmart signs and McDonald's signs, and the gas stations will be like actual gas stations. Oh crap, I probably shouldn't have gotten this lane, but I was not paying attention. Okay, what is going on here? Is he gonna like let us through? Why is this truck like stalled? And there are gonna be like road hazards. I don't know why these guys have stopped. Ah, crap. Okay, now they want to move. Oh, I see. We got to take turns moving. Okay, well, now I got to get over. Maybe after this semi moves. Well, there's a cop right there. Okay, I think after this semi goes by, I can get over. There we go. And you also have turn signals, which I try to signal whenever I'm turning, so I don't get a ticket. It shows you your speed. It shows you like a little GPS Google map thing. You can't see it because my face is in the way, but it kind of tells you the route you're supposed to take. It says we're supposed to turn right up here. Got to take this turn a little wide. Here we go. We got that hazardous cargo in the back, so I got to kind of try to be careful. And again, guys, if you're watching this on Twitch, and you played this before, give me some tips. Let me know what's up. I think we're streaming. It says we're streaming. Oh crap. I'm looking at chat and I should be watching the road here. There we go. I don't think I signaled, but it's okay. I don't think a cop saw us. But yeah, you got your right hand mirror on the top right hand corner of the screen. You got to look over to your left mirror. Man, I'm just driving all over the road right now. I'm going 40 miles an hour. The speed limit is 55, so we got to pick up the pace. You can look around your cabin. I think we're driving through Arizona right now. I see some cactuses and stuff. But yeah, guys, I recommend this game. It's a lot of fun, and I think it's actually making me a better driver, because I noticed like when I'm driving my car in like actual real life, I'm like checking my mirrors more often. Before I wouldn't really check them that much, but like because I played this game for 16 hours, I'm like always looking at my mirrors now. So I feel like it's making me a better driver. I could be wrong, but I feel like it is. But it can get stressful, man. It can get stressful. Like it's given me a lot of respect. Like I have a lot of newfound respect for truckers, because I mean, without the trucking industry, without truck drivers, like spending hours and hours and weeks and months on the road, like society would just stop. Like food wouldn't get places, equipment wouldn't get places. Like it's crazy. And I just started watching this show called Ice Road Truckers. It's been around for a while, but I just started season 1. And they do some crazy stuff on that show. They're like driving over lakes that are just solid ice. Like, I got some newfound respect for these truckers, because, man, these things are not easy to drive. Like, I'm just driving a simulated truck in a video game, and it's difficult. But, like, driving the real thing in, like, actual traffic, like, in the dark, on, like, slick roads, icy roads, through the rain, like, making turns, like, making right-hand turns are difficult. And I drove a little bit of like a box truck at my job, like I think it was like a 26-foot box truck, and that was big and that was scary. Like I took it on the freeway for like, I don't know, 10 minutes, and man, I haven't driven it since because I switched job positions, so I don't have to drive it anymore. But yeah, just driving a box truck is intense. So driving a semi is like double intense. So yeah, I got some mad respect for truck drivers, because their jobs are not easy. Am I supposed to stop there? God, I think I was supposed to stop there. Oh well. We just went right through. It's okay. We're going to Los Angeles. We're just going to follow these trucks. And like I said, I did buy my own truck in the game. It cost like $120,000. So I had to take out a loan from the bank. And the bank was charging me like $2,000 a day. A day. Because the interest rate was like 20%. It's crazy. Oh, crap. We took the wrong way. Ah, dang it. Wait, no. I think this might be the right... No, I think we took the wrong way. Okay, so that's going to add... That's going to add some time onto our delivery. We might show up late. That's another thing. Like, in real life, if you're not paying attention and you take a wrong, like, turn, you can't just stop the car and make a U-turn. Like, this is a semi-truck. You kind of have to follow the road till you get to a place where you could turn around safely. And it could add, like, hours onto your route. It's like, you really got to pay attention. And, like, if you find yourself in, like, a dead end because you weren't paying attention, you got to turn that semi-truck around. Like, the hardest part of this game, well, and driving a semi-truck in general, I'm assuming, is, like, backing up and parking, like, in a dock or whatever. It is difficult. And, like, in this game, you can, like, get a top-down perspective, like a drone shot. You can look around you. Like, if you're driving this in real life, all you got to do... You can only rely on your mirrors, or you have to, like, get out of your truck and look where you're going, you know? So, it's intense, man. Okay, we're going to make a U-turn. I mean, we're going to make a little left turn here because we got to get back on the highway. Back on the freeway, looking at my mirrors. Okay, so far so good. Making sure nobody's coming. I think we're okay. So that took us out of our way a little bit, but I think we're back on track. I don't think we lost too much time. We're supposed to get to our destination in about 3 hours. I think I'm supposed to be in this lane, honestly. Yeah, I'm supposed to be over here. Otherwise, we're going to get on the other off-ramp, and we don't want to do that. But again, guys, if you're watching, drop some comments. If you happen to watch this after it's done broadcasting over on my YouTube channel, drop some comments. Let me know what you think of it. It's a lot of fun. I mean, I think it's a lot of fun. Like, if I was doing this in real life, I'd be terrified. I would probably wet my pants. Like, this is intense. But this game, it's a lot of fun. Do I feel like I could go out and drive an actual semi-truck? No. Not a chance. Maybe one day. I would have to get, like, a special license and go through, like, a course. And I think the course costs between, like, $2,000 and $5,000 to, like, complete. Because there's, like, a whole training course. And you got to pass a test. And... oh, man. It seems like a lot. Seems like a lot. But I think I'm doing all right in this game, all things considered. Nice Jeep right there. Okay, the speed limit is 55. I'm going 51. Kind of drifting over into the lane there, though. You can also get tired in this game. And if that happens, you kind of have to find a rest stop, park your truck, and then go to sleep. I don't know if you can get hungry. You might be able to, but I think I have that. I think I have it set to easy mode, so I don't think I can get hungry. But I do get tired. You can also run out of gas, so you kind of have to keep an eye on your instruments because there are gas stations that you can find where you have to, like, fill up if you're running too low. But I think we pretty much got a full tank, more or less. Oh, crap. I am, like, swerving all over the place. I think no, actually, we got less than full tank. We should make it to our destination, though. I think we'll be all right. I think we will be all right. But, guys, this game's $5. I recommend just checking it out. I mean, for $5, I think even with, like, the 3 states it comes with, if you don't even buy DLC, I think it's worth it for $5. It's, like, the best truck simulator out there, basically. And, yeah. It's a lot of fun, I think. But if you want to see more of this game on my channel, let me know in the comment section. Also, if you want to hear, like, dubstep and stuff, Let me know that too, and I could put some in my next video, in my next stream. But yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with it. I looked at my play time, and I'm like, dang, I've already played 16 hours. I've only had this game for like 2 days. Okay, 3 days. I think I've had it for like 3 days. But, like, you lose track of time. Like, I think every hour in game is like maybe 3 minutes in real life. Could be wrong. So it's like the states are like kind of condensed versions of the actual states. Like a lot of the landmarks are similar and stuff, but the drive time is obviously scaled down. But it still feels like you're driving through, the state. So it's kind of a cool way to be able to like travel America without having to travel America. You kind of get to see some of the sights and get a feel for how some of the states look and stuff. Okay, buddy. This guy's moving pretty slow. My hands are falling asleep. Can you see my breath? I'm in my garage right now. It is currently 41 degrees out here. 41 degrees, guys. It's pretty nippy. I got like 4 pairs of sweatpants on, but my hands are freezing. We should be at our destination in 1 hour and 44 minutes. So probably around 6 minutes we're going to get there. I kind of want to pass this guy, honestly. We're going for it. We're passing this guy. Oh, man, there's 2 of them. Okay. This might have been a bad decision. I did signal, though, so there's that. I am definitely breaking the speed limit. I'm going 57 and a 55, and I'm just putting the throttle down. I'm just like, brrr. Oh, crap. Almost ran into him. My finger's falling asleep and I'm swerving, man. I am just speeding. Probably don't want to do this in a real truck. But because this is a video game, I'm doing it. See, there's blue things on the map. Those are hotels we can, like, stop at. I think they're truck stops. You get to park your truck and you can, like, wait. But we're going to be at our destination in like 1 hour and 20 minutes, so I'm not going to worry about that. If this was like an 8-hour drive, I'd probably stop there for the night. I'm going 75 and a 55. Okay, I should probably slow down. We're going to get caught by a cop. Okay, that's better. We're going like 50 now. Going like 45 and a 55. What's the holdup? Everybody's like slowing down. You also got a little horn you can honk. Come on, guys. I got places to be. And your trailer can get damaged. You can also damage cars. You can damage the equipment. And that's going to cost you. But yeah, you can have your like own trucking company. You can have like a little base of operations. And you can upgrade that. And you can hire other truckers to kind of go out and do routes for you. You can buy your own truck. You can buy your own trailer. I have my own truck. I finally paid it off. Paid it off like today, actually. It took me a while. But now I have like zero money. I think I have like 15 grand right now. But like the cheapest trailer is like 35 grand. Okay, 57 minutes till our destination. We just got to make it there. We can do it. A lot of semis on the road. But yeah, after playing this game, like now when I'm driving around my city, and whenever I see a semi, I'm just like, man, that guy's got skill. I'll be like driving to a friend's house at night, and I'll just see a semi pass me. I'm like, dang, these guys drive in the middle of the night, in the dark, like a giant trailer behind them. And it's like snowing, it's like foggy. Roads are slick and they're still driving. You know? So, like I said, I kind of have a newfound respect for truck drivers. Because before I didn't really think about it. I'm like, that's that must not be too difficult. But no, these like, whenever I see a truck, like that truck might not just be like driving locally. Like, it could be like hour number 7 or 8. Or like 10, and he's been like driving all day, you know? Yeah, it's pretty impressive. I mean, I've been watching like YouTube videos on like how to back up, like how to back a trailer up and stuff, and trying to use those techniques in the game, and it's kind of helped a little bit. But yeah, still it's hard to park these things even in a video game. And you have like a lot of different perspectives in this game. You got top view, top down view. It's like drone shot. Hard to park. Very hard to park. Okay, we're getting close to our destination. I can see it blinking on the map. That's got to be Vegas. That's like probably Las Vegas over there on the left with those spotlights. So we're getting close to our destination. Keeping an eye on my mirrors here. See a Ferris wheel over there too. There's a repair shop up here. I'm not going to use it. What does that sign say? I don't know what that sign says. Emergency for is that a way station? No, that's not. Wait. I'm supposed to take that. Okay. We discovered a new town. So let's slowly go down the hill. Put on our signal. Make sure we stop, man. I feel like semi-trucks in real life do not stop this easily. But I have it set to like easy controls, so I know if I like crank up the difficulty, it's going to be way harder to drive these things, but I want to like get a feel for it before I like scale up the difficulty. Because, yeah, I'm not that great at driving them as it is, and I just, I don't want to like break the new trailer the new truck I just bought. So we're going to play it safe, but I'm going to try to park it myself when we get to our destination, because you have three options. There's like an easy park, which would like do it automatically for you. There's like a backing one where you like have to back it up, or there you can just like pull forward. I usually pick the most difficult one because I like a challenge, like driving off the road. But sometimes though, if like I'm running out of time, I'll just hit the self-park one and it'll like complete the mission. But I'm gonna try to park this myself. So let's take it slow here. We do got that wide trailer. Okay. Pull on up to the little green logo here, and that will complete our mission. Okay. Let's see. Here's what I'm talking about. I can back it up. Oh man, that's gonna be difficult. How am I gonna back it up? Ah, crap. That's gonna be a hard one. Or I can play it safe. I can just park it right there, or I can skip it, and they'll park it for me. I kind of want to try. I want to show you how difficult it is. So I'm going to try to back it up into this very narrow area. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to do this. Because that is a really narrow area. Can I turn around up there? Man, that's going to be hard. I think I'm going to try to do this. Oh, man, that is going to be really difficult. Because there's poles there. You see that? Oh, man, this is going to be difficult. Oh, boy, how am I going to do this? Yeah, this is going to be a nightmare. I might have to switch to third-person view, but I'm going to try to go over here, pull forward a little bit. I think parking is, like, the most fun, though. It's, like, the biggest challenge. But, like, let's try to straighten up our trailer a little bit. Okay. And I'm going to do a top-down view because I feel like I'm probably going to need it. So I'm kind of cheating here, but let's try to back it up a little bit. Keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. No, 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 no. Okay, there we go. And let's give it a little bit of a sharp turn. And remember, this is hazardous material, so we kind of want to be really careful with it. Okay, so we got our truck turned around at least. So now we got it facing backward. So now I'm going to try to reposition. Again, guys, if you're watching this and have any tips, feel free to let me know, because I know there's probably an easier way to do this. Some kind of secret sauce, but parking one of these things is just difficult, man. Because it's not like parking a car, because you got that axis right there in the middle. Axle? Is that the right word for it? It's not just like parking a car, because you got to like maneuver your whole cab and make sure you're doing it the right way. We're doing surprisingly well right now. Okay, okay, straighten it up, straighten it up. Straighten it up. Man, we might pull this off. And again, this is like a third-person perspective. You wouldn't have this perspective in real life. Like, these guys just have to rely on their mirrors. And they have to, like, get out and look. Or have, like, somebody helping them. But, oh, crap. We're going to run into something. Okay, okay, okay. Slow and steady, slow and steady, slow and steady. Slow and steady. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Camera's kind of in the way there. Okay, okay. Oh, man, we're doing real good. I'm going to finish this up by just looking at my mirrors here. Come on. There we go. Close enough. And when that turns green, that tells you you're in the right spot. And then you just hit the park button. It unwinds the trailer, and mission complete. And to get experience, if you do like the self park, you don't get any experience for that. If you do like the easier one, like the next level up, it gives you a little bit more experience. And if you do the hard one like we did, you get more experience. But yeah, I got a trailer maneuvering bonus because I parked it myself. 40 experience for that. Urgent delivery, and you can upgrade your truck. You can upgrade your skills. So this kind of has a lot of RPG elements. And I made almost $8,000 from that particular transport there. Now, I don't know how close these numbers are to like reality. Like, you know, I don't know if drivers make that much off of one load. I feel like in this game it's probably a little exaggerated, but I could be wrong. I don't know how it works. I think some independent drivers get paid by the mile. And maybe if they're in a company too, like it's like $3 a mile or 50 cents a mile. And then, you know, so a lot of trucking companies are like, oh, you can make up to $2,000 a week or whatever. Like, yeah, maybe you can if you're like driving a lot and if you're putting in the hours, but you're not like guaranteed that. So it just depends. But I don't know how accurate these numbers are. I don't know if you would actually make this much off of one drive. And again, you gotta take into account gas. Like if you're with the company in this game, the company will pay for the gas, but it's like $900 to fill up one of these tanks. And if you're doing it yourself with your own truck, you got to pay like $900. So, but yeah, I'm getting to level 10. I am an enthusiast. Hit the continue button. But this is what my actual truck that I bought looks like right there. You can also pick what your character looks like. I think these are pictures of like actual people that like helped make the game maybe. But you got different skills, and these skills will allow you to haul different cargos. And the cargo classes will have like, you know, they'll give you more money or whatever, depending on how like valuable it is or how long the distance is. So you get kind of like these passive perks. You also got a bank where you can take out a loan. Well, I took out the $100,000 loan and I had to pay like almost $2,000 a day because the interest rate was like 20%. It's like 18%. So yeah, but I ended up paying off my truck. So now I own the truck. Yeah, you got all these different options. You got trailer upgrades. You got your truck upgrades. I kind of want to buy a bigger engine for my truck. because the truck I bought is like the cheapest truck they had, and it only has like a 350, I guess, horsepower engine. I kind of want to upgrade it to like a 500 horsepower engine. But that costs like a lot. Like right here, this is 430. Well, that's 425. That costs $41,000. And you can buy like upgrades, different paint jobs. They have like different companies. You can get your trailer upgrades. You can buy doors and stuff for your trailer, different blinkers, tires and stuff. But I don't have that kind of cheddar. I do not have anywhere close to that kind of cheddar. You got truck dealers where you can buy like you can go to your truck dealers. You can actually look at the different trucks, and these are actual companies, I believe. But I have all of these states unlocked. These ones I don't have unlocked, but all the ones where you have the little blimps here, little circles, those are ones that are unlocked. I think you have Arizona, California, and Nevada. When you start the game, you have these three. And then I purchased Oregon, Idaho, and Washington. And I might end up buying New Mexico because it's only like $3.50. Maybe New Mexico, maybe Colorado. Texas costs a lot. Like Texas, because it's so big, I think it's like a $15 DLC, and that's on sale. So I don't think I'm going to be buying Texas anytime soon. But I got almost $8,000. So that's kind of cool. We can go to your truck manager. That's the truck I currently own right there. You also have a little home base. And if you upgrade that, you can hire different truckers to help you, and they go on their own routes. So you basically have your own trucking company. And you can even play online with your friends and go on like convoys and like all be a part of the same company, which is kind of cool. I'm trying to convince my brother and his friends to buy this game. But I don't want to sell my truck. Look at this. If I sold my truck, I'd only get $66,000. I paid $120,000 for this puppy. No. I'm not selling it. But you can recruit other drivers once you upgrade your home base. And then they'll kind of drive. You can hire them. So it's kind of cool. I haven't really unlocked everything, but you can track your progress. You can diagnose your truck, see what's wrong with it, because your truck can get damaged. So my truck is a little bit damaged. A little bit. But, yeah, even to repair just this stuff, it would cost me about $1,300. I kind of feel like I should repair it, but we're just gonna leave it for now. We're just gonna leave it for now. Fuel tank, 150 gallons. Yeah, I have a 370 horsepower motor. So it's kind of like bottom of the barrel motor. So when I'm hauling those bigger things, because you can haul some big stuff in this game, guys, like oversized tractor trailers, and you get a lot of dough for hauling this stuff. You can haul like double trailers. But if you got a really puny engine, it makes going up hills and stuff, you're going like real slow. So it's like you kind of have to upgrade your truck and stuff if you're using your own. Or you can just do a quick job and then they kind of provide the truck for you. But like, look at this. This one right here. I think I'm hauling a Hazard Class 1, standard delivery, and it's an articulated trailer. So this one, this one has, man, this one is a big boy. We could try it. Like, it's $10,000. It's in Idaho. I live in Idaho. Let's try it. You know, I feel like this is probably a bad idea, but we're going to try it. We're going to take the job. It's a 5-hour drive. So it might take us like 20 minutes in actual time to do it, if we can complete it. Place your bets, everybody. If you're watching this, let me know in the comment section if you think I'm actually going to make it to my destination without like completely trashing my trailer. But take a look at this. We got to haul 2 of these now. So we're pulling like double. Basically 2 semis. We got to deal with all that on the back end. And then we got to park this thing. Okay, well, let's see what we got. I got to get out of the parking lot first. I think we got to take a left turn. So let's see if we can do this. Gonna have to take everything really wide. We're just gonna take it slow. I'm gonna try to do most of this in a first-person perspective because that would be like how you would actually do it if you were actually driving a car. I feel like it's easier when you're in the cab. I've tried driving in a third-person perspective, and I just go all over the road. So for me, it feels a lot more natural when I'm driving in the cab, like this, in the cockpit. But I definitely got to watch my mirrors because this is a long load, and there's a reason there's a reason they're paying me $10,000 to deliver this, because this is not going to be easy, and it's like a 5-hour drive. We also got a train. We probably should look both ways. Make sure there's not a train coming, because trains will come. I'm hoping there's no train. Don't hear anybody beeping. Okay, we're going for it. And we're going to turn on our lights too. There we go. All right, guys. Place your bets. And if you're watching this live, drop some comments because this could be interesting. Okay. Taking it slow. Taking it real slow. Make sure we signal. Coming up to the stop sign. We're just going to make sure we stop. Look both ways. Think we're good. Gonna take this really wide. There we go. We might even want to get into that other lane, I'm thinking. Okay, we got to get off on this ramp here. Make sure we signal. Okay, I don't see any traffic coming, so we're going to give it a go. We're going to take it real slow. Oh, buddy, that guy's whizzing by. Taking the turn really wide there. And now we got to merge into traffic. So let's look behind us. We got a semi coming. Signal, get on the road. Think we're good now. Okay. Speed limit is 65 miles an hour. We're going 40, so we're going to pick up the pace. Now we got 4 hours and 35 minutes to get to our destination, or that's how long it's supposed to take us, actually. Hopefully we'll get there sooner, but let's see. I think I'm going to have to be in the opposite lane because I don't want to get off on this one, so let's just move on over. Am I supposed to turn there? Oh, crap. Am I supposed to turn? Okay, we're going. I think this is the right way. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't have a lot of experience driving on, like, freeways in actual life. I very rarely drive on a freeway. So, even in this game, it's making me nervous. But I feel like it's helping me become a better driver because, like, I normally don't drive on major highways and stuff. So even though this is a video game and everything's kind of scaled down, it's kind of giving me a feel for what it's actually like. So when I ever find myself on, like, a real freeway, maybe I won't be as terrified. Because if I can drive a fake semi-truck on a fake freeway, then maybe I won't be as terrified, you know? But here we go. 70 miles an hour is the speed limit. We're doing pretty good on gas, I think. What are we doing on gas? We got a full tank? Do we have a full tank? Where's our gas gauge? I think... Wait, where's our gas? It's kind of hard to see how much gas I have. I don't know which logo down there is my gas gauge. I really hope we don't run out of gas. I'm assuming they would give me a full tank. I could be wrong. It's kind of hard to see, though. Oh, crap, bro. You pull right in front of me. Let's try to pass this fool. Oh, crap. There's a guy on my left. Okay, never mind. We'll wait our turn. Now we're going to pass this fool. I shouldn't be driving this like sport car, but that's what I'm doing. A very big, long sport car. There's a gas station up ahead. Actually, you know what? We're going to get back in this lane. Play it safe. We want to get there in one piece because this is valuable cargo. Idaho Falls discovered. I've never actually been here in real life. I live in Idaho, but I've never been to Idaho Falls. Okay, we're supposed to get off here on this ramp. We should probably slow down, though, because stop sign's coming up. And we're going to have to take this turn very, very wide. Okay. Nobody's coming that way. Nobody's coming that way. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Watching the mirrors. And turn complete. Okay. So far, so good, everybody. I'm not dead yet. Haven't ran off the road. Fingers crossed. The scenery is very nice. I have everything set to high settings right now. And this computer isn't like the highest end computer, but it seems to be running pretty well. Speed limit's 35 and okay, now it's 50. Sweet. Let's book it, baby. I ain't got all day. Let's do this. Just make sure we stay in our lane. Gonna be making a left turn up here in a bit, so yeah, we might want to slow down a little bit because stop sign's coming up, signal. Look both ways. Oh man. Yeah, we got some traffic. Oh crap. Am I like out in the middle? Are you gonna wait for me, bro? Nope, guess not. He's like, you snooze, you lose, buddy. Okay, I'll wait my turn. You gonna let me go, bro? Ah, crap. I have a mod installed, so it's more realistic traffic. Okay, we're going for it. I don't care. We're going for it. We're going for it. We're going for it. We're going for it. Ah, crap. No, we're not. Come on, bro. You gonna let me go? Ah, crap. Don't do it, bro. We're going for it. That was nice of that semi-truck driver to let me go. Oh, just don't run off the road, buddy. Okay, we're good. We're good. All right. That was intense. But we're doing good so far, I think. We're 3.5 hours away, more or less. I mean, all things considered, we are driving a very, very long trailer. Basically a double trailer. And, yeah, I think we're doing pretty good. Right lane ends. Okay, well, we're going to make sure we're in this lane then. And we're going to get up to speed, 65 miles an hour. Let's go, let's go. Now the speed limit is 70. Okay. We're doing it, baby. We're doing it. Four-way stop coming up. Well, I'm not stopping, baby. Because I don't got to stop. I got the right of way. Okay, let's do this. Maybe we shouldn't hit this curb. I mean, this turn super fast. We're going to hit it at 50 miles an hour. Okay. Very nice, very nice. Again, guys, if you're having fun, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe, and turn on notifications. If you want to see more videos, if you want to see more of this game, let me know. I'm really enjoying this game. Getting out, seeing the sights, man. Seeing America. America. Okay, we're supposed to go 50 around this, so slow it down a little bit. Okay, keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. No train. I could rest at the rest stop, but we're just gonna keep going through. We're gonna keep it going here. We're not gonna go to the rest area. Nope. We're just gonna fly on through this little town. We are moving, baby. We ain't stopping. This is a 10 grand load we're looking at. We got to make it where we got to go. Because I need that cheddar. I need to buy myself my own trailer so I can start hauling some freight. That guy broke down. Okay, I just want to make sure I'm not speeding. Because I will get some tickets. I'm actually going way under the speed limit. The speed limit's 70 and I'm going... Well, now it's 50 around here, but it's 70 and I'm going like 45. Okay, 55 through here. It's kind of nice to just get out and see the sights. Like, look at this. Very nice. Hello, Mr. Semi. I'm just going to drive on through. But if you know any truck drivers like in real life, give them a handshake. Let them know they are appreciated. Because the world would pretty much stop if it wasn't for truck drivers, you know? Because, I mean, the supply chain is all trucks. You know what? We're going to try to go to this gas station. I don't really think we need to. But I'm going to go there. I'm going to see if I can go there. In a double? Man, okay, this might be a bad idea. But we're going to give it a go. Just going to take it slow. Going through this itty-bitty truck stop. We're going to try it on this one. Try not to run anybody over. Don't go too fast. I just want to show you guys what it's like to fill up. Okay, got to turn off our engine. And we just hold down the button. Diesel price is $5.34 a gallon. Look at that price. Well, you can't see the price, but I'll tell you how much it is. To put 110 gallons in the tank, it costs basically $600. Dang. But I believe the company pays for it, so... Yeah, it says, my employer has covered my expenses. So now we just got to make sure we can get out of this parking lot in one piece without, like, murdering anybody. We're going for it. Hopefully nobody's coming. Didn't really look very well, but whatever. And there we go. So that is more or less how you do a gas run. We put 110 gallons in there, so I don't know how low we were. I think this is probably like a 400-gallon tank or something, but we filled it up just in case. There's another gas station right there. I don't think we can drive through that one, though. I think only certain ones you can drive through. But it's 35 through here. So I'm going to make sure I'm not speeding too much. 65 around here. My finger is falling asleep. It's so cold in here. It's 41 degrees right now. Feels a lot colder, though. And guys, if you have any friends that you think would like this video and my channel, share it with them on Facebook. Tag them on Twitter. Do all the stuff. Speaking of which, if you want to follow me on Twitter, I think the link is in the description. It's at Adam Robin Banks. If you want to check me out. Also on Twitch, it's Adam Robin Banks. And if you're watching this on Twitch, nobody coming? Okay, I don't even think I needed to stop, but there's nobody at the crosswalk, so I probably shouldn't have stopped, because when you stop in a semi, it takes a little bit of time to get started again. It takes a little time. But we are 2 hours and 17 minutes away from our destination. Ah, crap. And we just got a ticket because we were speeding. Dang. That cost us $360. Ah, oh well. That's what happens when you don't pay attention. These are some beautiful views, though, I gotta say. The cops don't actually pull you over. It'll just say you got fined, and you'll keep driving. It would have been cool if they actually pulled you over, but, you know. I'm not going to complain too much. It keeps the game moving. But let's go, baby. 65 miles an hour. We're going 50 right now. Real Rambo. Happy New Year, man. How was your New Year? New Year's Eve, I guess. My finger's falling asleep. Okay. 50 miles an hour. We got this. We got this. And we're going uphill. We're just going to keep our foot on the gas. We're pulling our double trailer. It was good. Nice, man. Nice, nice, nice. Mine was pretty chill. Hopefully 2023 will be better than 2022. Hopefully things will be good. Okay. Steep grade, so we're not even gonna put our foot on the gas here. We're just gonna let ourselves cruise down here. And like in real life, truck drivers got to deal with this. Like they got to go uphill, they got to go down mountains, and they got air brakes. And like if you press the brake too much, you're gonna run out of pressure and you're just gonna lose your brakes. That's why you see those like runaway truck ramps. And that's just scary, man. That is scary. Like I think a lot of truck drivers, they'll like put their trucks in like a lower gear, and it's called engine braking. So like their engines will kind of help slow them down, so they don't have to constantly brake. Because if they constantly brake, they're gonna lose that pressure, and then they're gonna just be flying down the hill with no brakes. But yeah, I have it set to easy, so like it's automatic and I don't have to switch gears. But if I had it set to like manual, this would be a lot more difficult probably. I've never driven a manual car, so I didn't want to like jump into a manual truck. There was a rest stop right there. I could have stopped that. But we only got an hour and a half left of this drive in game time, like not actual time. I think every like hour of game time is like maybe 3 or 5 minutes of actual time. Could be wrong about that, but I think that's how it is. Real Rambo says, I'm level 711 in... Oh, so you play this game? Nice. So wait. That's your level? I just got my new steering wheel. Oh, nice. So wait, that's... Oh, your levels... Dang, man. I think I'm barely level 9. I think, or maybe I'm close to level 10, I think. But I'm really liking this game, man. I was saying earlier that it's given me a newfound respect for truck drivers. Because before I didn't really pay attention. I see a semi, I'd be like, oh, okay, this guy's going slow. I want to just get around him as fast as I possibly can because I got places to be. But now when I see a semi truck, I'm like, dang, these guys have to be on the road for hours every day. They're driving miles and miles and miles every day. They're away from their families. They're sleeping at truck stops, in their cab, on the side of the road. And they're just like getting stuff where it needs to go, you know? And so like whenever I see a truck truck driver now, I'm like, dang. And like I've tried backing these things up in the game, and dude, it is difficult. So I can only imagine how how difficult it is in real life to like back one of these things up, to even drive one of these things. Logitech G29. So you actually got a steering wheel? Nice. I want to get a steering wheel, but I don't want to like spend tons of money. Like I feel like, I mean, the steering wheel would be cool though. But then would I have to get like special pedals? Or is there like a button I can just press? There's probably a button on the steering wheel I can like hold down, and then I just kind of, go left and right with my hands for the steering wheel. I know there's like higher tech ones that have like the actual pedals. I've seen some guys on YouTube where like they have the pedals, the steering wheel, they have the actual shifter, and then they have like a three monitor setup, so it actually looks like they're in a semi truck. It's crazy. But that's cool, man. Logitech G29. How do you like it so far, and how much was it? It's like if I can find a decent one for like not super expensive, I might pick one up. Or I might try to find it used. Occasionally we'll get like racing wheels for like Xbox 360 and stuff in my store because I work at a thrift store. I think maybe an Xbox 360 controller would probably work on my computer because I'm using an Xbox 360 controller right now to play this. So maybe a steering wheel for Xbox would work on my computer. Maybe. It cost me $395. Dang, man. Is it pretty good though? Like, did it get good reviews? Like, does it have like resistance? You know what I mean? Like does it actually feel like hard to steer? You know what I mean? Like, it's not like super loose. Like, does it actually have like resistance as you steer? You know what I mean? It's hard to explain what I'm trying to say, but I mean, I guess if you got like, if you're level like 500 and whatever, then I guess it's definitely worth it if you play this game a lot. I'm assuming it probably adds to the experience quite a bit. Oh, buddy. Okay. It's a number. Oh, it's the number one steering wheel. Nice. I'm gonna have to write that down just by some off chance that it comes in my store. You never know though, because some people donate some good stuff. Somebody donated a Nintendo Switch. Okay, didn't come with any of the accessories or like any of the nunchucks. I mean, any of the like controllers. So I had to buy those separate. But it was like $25 for just like the actual tablet part. Hey, cool. We got emojis, man. I didn't know you could put emojis in chat. I don't stream on Twitch that often. My friend Cobra TV, he does a lot of Star Citizen videos. He's like, you got to start streaming on Twitch. So I reactivated my channel, got it going again. I normally stream on YouTube, but I think maybe I'll start streaming on Twitch and then just uploading my videos to YouTube. Yo, Truckie's Life. How you doing, bro? Are we like getting rated right now? If you guys got any tips on how to become better drivers, let me know. I'm in my garage right now. It is cold. Very cold. It's 41 degrees right now. My finger is falling asleep. I'm pressing the trigger on my Xbox controller. Crap. And it's like falling asleep. Like I can't feel my finger. Oh boy. Oh boy. It's getting dicey. But yeah, if you guys are watching, if you're new to the channel, definitely consider subscribing because I want to play. Like, I am hooked on this game. I'm only 16 hours in. I got it 4 days ago. But man, I am hooked. I'm actually like looking at truck driving jobs just to kind of see what it takes to become a truck driver. I know it's not easy. Like, you got to get like a CDL. You got to go through this course. You got to I think the course by itself costs between like $2,000 and $5,000, depending on if you pay for it yourself or if you like go through a company. And then you got to if you happen to pass it, you got to sign a contract with them, like a 1-year contract. And if you make it through the 1 year, then they pay for your training. And just to get the learner's permit for the CDL, you got to memorize all these. It's complicated, man. I drove for 30 years, and dude, you actually drove like a real truck. You're like an actual truck driver, bro. I just want to say, hats off to you, man. I was saying earlier, I have a newfound respect for truck drivers because it is not easy driving these things. Like, even in a video game, it's not easy. Backing these things up, dude. Oh, you're retired. What? So you did it for 30 years? That is impressive, man. That is, like, seriously impressive. Like what kind of trailers did you drive? Was it just like, oh crap, is this the right way? Yes, okay. Like what type of trailers did you drive, and like what's the hardest thing about being a truck driver? Like, a lot of people said it's not actually like driving the truck, it's like being on the road for so long and like away from your family and stuff. Because you're like alone like pretty much the entire day just driving these things. But doing right turns, man. Right turns are difficult. I've driven like a box truck a little bit at my old job, and making right turns in a box truck, which is like 26 feet, that was difficult. But like, man, it's just like this driving one of these things. I don't know, man. A van mostly. I stream my games every day on Twitch. Oh, nice. Well, definitely, guys, give me a follow because I want to check out your channels too. I'm going to upload this to YouTube as well. So if you want to check out my YouTube channel, that's where like most of my content is posted and where I do most of my like vlogs and stuff. I think the link is on my page. But yeah, definitely follow me. Did we get raided? Because I feel like a bunch of people popped in all at once. I'm not sure how many people are watching. Man, I really want to read that comment, but I know if I do, I'm going to like run off the road. Wait, I think I can pause, right? Can I pause this? Okay, it says, viewers, followers, chat tools, price is lower than my competitor. The quality is guaranteed to be the best auto, incredibly flexible and convenient order management. Is that like an advertisement? Rated you, the guy who drove for... oh, the guy... okay, so he's the guy who drove for 30 years. Nice. There's a spam bot. Yeah, I need to get some, like, some moderators. Some moderator spam bot people. Got rated and you missed my spam power. So far on Twitch, I have 67... nice. Yeah, over on my YouTube channel, that's, like, where, like I said, I do most of my content. I have, like... how much? I can't remember. It's like, I think 4,500 subscribers, 4,500, around there. I think it's somewhere around there. But I figured more people would probably be watching this game on Twitch. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Did we make a wrong turn? Okay, I think this is the way. Nice. Yeah, guys, definitely hit that follow button because I can use all the help I can get. Like, I need tips. Do we go that way? I don't know. Maybe we go this way. We're going this way. That's another thing that's got to be difficult. Like, if you like run into a dead end, like if GPS takes you down a wrong road, you can't just make a U-turn. You can't just like, it's not like a car. Like if you find yourself down like a dead end street or something, like how do you get out of that? Are you like screwed? Or do you have to like park your trailer, unhitch your trailer, like maneuver and then like rehitch it and like get out of it somehow? Like I feel like I would have nightmares. Like I even have anxiety of like driving a normal car. Oh crap, do not tip over. Do not tip over. Of like driving a normal car and like going on the freeway. Like I would die. Send your friend request on Steam. If you want to add me on Steam, just look me up. It's Chessmon700. 1 second. Let me see if I can do this. Can you see that? I don't know if you can see it, but it's Chessmon700, all lowercase, all one word. Chess, MON 700 is my Steam username. Okay, we're almost there. On our sleeves in cities, a lot of times you have to go even further out of the way to turn around. Yeah. Yeah, I missed a couple turns in this game, and I'm like, dude, I gotta like go like 20 minutes out of my way now to just find a place to turn around. Like, you really gotta pay attention. And you did that for 30 years? Like, you gotta be a pro, man. Like, you probably back up with your eyes closed. Speaking of which, we're gonna try backing up. Like, I am not good. Oh man, we got a double trailer too. Oh god. Okay, so I can't even select that one. So I'm gonna try putting it here. So this is actually gonna be easier than I thought. Okay. Which is good because even with like a third person perspective, I have issues. And I know in real life, you don't got that third person perspective. You don't got a drone that you can just pop out the window and get a top down view. Like, you got to look at your mirrors. You got to get out and look, or have like a buddy that's giving you hand signals. But like having every perspective imaginable in this game, it's difficult. So I don't know like how you freaking do it. You can't back up doubles. Okay, that's good to know. Okay, and then I unhitched my trailer. We did it, baby. 10 grand. That might have been my most profitable run yet. 10 grand, baby. Just sent me a friend request. Nice. So out of curiosity, not that it matters, but how many people does it say are watching right now? I'm just curious. The fact that one person's watching, that's cool enough for me. But we got On Our Sleeves watching. We got Real Rambo is here as well. My hands are still freezing. It's 41 degrees, guys, in my garage. Oh, there's 14 people? Nice. Doing solid. Okay, so let's see. Hit the continue button. So I do have my own truck. I did buy a truck. It was the cheapest one. But the thing is, like, when oh man, those are some big loads. Dang, I don't think my truck could even pull those. I don't got a very big engine. Like, maybe I could haul these. I could try. Oh man, but it's, see, when I'm in my own vehicle, my own truck, I gotta drive all the way over there just to get the trailer, and then I gotta drive there. Dang, that's like a lot of time, man. Let's do a quick job. I'm trying to save up for a trailer. Let's see. That's 10 grand. What am I hauling? Man, I'm hauling some big stuff. What about this? Harvester. Oh god, those are big boys. Those are some big boys. We could try it. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Actually, you know what? What is this? We're gonna try this one. No. We're gonna try the big boy. We're doing the big boy. Take job. We gotta earn that money, baby. I live in Ottawa, Canada. Nice. How are things in Canada? I've never been there. I've heard good things about it though. I live in Idaho. Actually, just bought the DLC for Idaho, so now I can like drive through my state. I'm thinking about buying the New Mexico DLC too, because I used to live in New Mexico before I moved to Idaho. And then I bought Oregon and Washington DLC as well because it was on sale. So if anybody's watching this and thinking about getting this game, it's only $5 right now on Steam. Like, it is totally worth it. Even if you don't buy the DLC, totally worth it. Like, I am having a lot of fun with this game. Oh man, oh god, that is a big freaking thing. Oh, I even got the oversized load and some flags. Okay, this should be interesting. This might be the biggest trailer I pulled. Okay, we're doing it. We're doing it. Again, guys, if you're enjoying yourself, definitely hit that follow button. And if you want to see my uploads and stuff, definitely go check me out on YouTube. YouTube/KeepCalmAGameOn. I think the link's on my main channel page too. But I upload all my stuff over there because I noticed on Twitch that unless you're like a partner, like your streams end up deleting themselves after I think like 5 days or something. You have all the DLC. Like, do they have the entire United States, or are they still working on like a bunch of states? Because I noticed like half the map was like blocked out. But yeah, it's kind of like, if it's kind of cool that they're still making content. I bought a Euro Truck Simulator too because I know it's made by the same people. I don't got any DLC for that. I haven't even tried it out yet. Oh man, we're going way too fast. I'm driving this thing like a sport car. Can't do that. I mean, you can, but I'm probably going to end up in a ditch. What makes you want to drive trucks? Like, I mean, I don't know if I would actually want to drive a semi. I've been looking into it because, like, I started playing this game, right? And I'm like, yo, this is actually pretty cool. So, like, I was looking at jobs, like truck driving jobs. And, like, the more research I do, I'm like, dude, like, this is an intense, like, career path. Like, you're on the road a lot. You're away from your family and friends, like, a lot. Like, sure, you're going to make friends on the road and stuff, but, like, you're basically alone all the time in your cab with this giant trailer behind you, driving for hours a day. And, like, it pays good. Like, I think after a while, it will pay good. Like, when you first start, it might not have the greatest pay because you're first starting out. And I think it kind of goes by, like, how many runs you can do, how many miles you can drive, like, you know, a month. You're not going to be making, like, super big money at first, I don't think. At least that's what I've heard from some people. Like, it kind of takes a while to, like, find your groove and find your rhythm. But you guys would know better than me, you know. Okay, where are we going? We got to take a right. Oh, crap. We're going for it. No, we're not. No, we're not. Nope. Okay, we got to wait. We're not in a sports car. Okay, we're going. Slow and steady, baby. We got this big boy tractor. Just don't tip it over. Oh, we got to go this way too? Okay. Okay, this is going to be interesting. All right. Slow and steady, baby. We got to merge. Oh, crap. Okay. Stay calm. It's definitely a career. Yeah, it's definitely a commitment. Yeah. Like, I drove a box truck, like, slightly. Okay, so, like, I became a lead at my current job. That was a while back. But that position, when I got it, like, a requirement was you had to drive the company truck, like, from the store to the warehouse. That was part of the job. So I, like, took my little test thing, had to watch some videos, because you don't really have to have a special license to drive a box truck because it's under a certain weight. But yeah, I did the training. I, like, took it on my test drive thing with, like, my coworker. He kind of gave me some tips, but I drove it, like, a little bit. He took me on, like, the freeway and some stuff, like, around the warehouse, but it was like a 10-minute drive. And then I drove it around my store, like, a couple times, but I never really, like, went on a route by myself. I was kind of terrified to do it, and then eventually I quit. And then I joined Walmart. Worked at Walmart for about a year, doing, like, stocking. It was a stocking job, like, unloading trucks. Like, I was the guy inside the back of the semi that would unload all the boxes when it got to the store. Yeah, I would put it on the conveyor belt and stuff. So I've been, like, inside the trailer of a truck, and I've stocked the product, but I've never driven the truck. But yeah, I can imagine, like, it's not an easy job. Like, some people are like, oh, you just get to sit on your butt all day and you just drive. Like, it's a little more than that. Like, you got to really pay attention, because if you make a wrong move, you could cause, like, a major accident. Like, you know, going that fast on a highway, on a freeway, with that much weight behind you, like, I mean, you could do a lot of damage just driving a car on a freeway. Driving one of these things, like, if you're not paying attention, it's not going to end well. So, like, it's a big responsibility. I was watching a show called Ice Road Truckers. Like, I watched the first episode earlier today, and I was like, dude, these guys are crazy. Driving over frozen lakes and stuff in the middle of the night, like, through a blizzard. And, like, half of these guys were, like, 22 years old, like 26, 22, 20 years old. And they're, like, driving these giant rigs in ice in, like, negative 40-degree weather. Crazy. But yeah, I just started becoming, like, interested in, like, like just like watching videos and stuff on like what drivers have to deal with every day, like tips on backing up and all that. Because you don't really think about it, you know. You go to your job, you see a semi on the way to work, and you're like, oh, there's a semi, you know. Hope I don't get stuck behind that. But you don't realize like all the stuff they have to deal with on a daily basis. And now that I'm like learning more about like trucking and stuff, just like watching videos, watching testimonials of like people that have done it, of like the grind and all that, I'm just like, dude, these guys are, they got something special, you know. It's not for everybody. 1 second, I'm gonna read that comment real quick. Said, yeah, I drove doubles runs in Detroit when I got my CDL when I was 21. It's nerve-wracking, but as long as you pay attention and go slow, it's not that bad. How was your, like, is backing up the hardest part? Because I feel like I might be able to, like, handle just the driving part, but, like, parking it, backing up, that's what makes me nervous. Like just getting into like a confined space with one of these things behind you. Because like all you got is like your mirrors to rely on. I think I'm supposed to go this way. Ooh. And it's like, I don't even like backing up in a normal car, you know? Like I got a Honda Accord, a 2001 Honda Accord. I don't even like backing up in that. I'm gonna try backing up a lot more, I think, in my normal car, just to kind of get a feel for it. Oh man, we are speeding, we are booking. But some people say like backing up's the hardest part, but once you like get it, like and it clicks, then it's like it's not so bad, you know. But I feel like it depends on the situation because like every location you go to is going to have like a different docking bay. There might be trailers parked there already. You might have to like park between two trailers, or there might be like some obstacle in the way where you have to go around it. Or like maybe there's a roadblock and you got to go down some side street or something. I don't know. But I feel like the parking is what I think is like seems the most scary, you know? I even started looking into like expedited delivery jobs, like where you're not in a truck, but you're like more of like in a cargo van type thing. Because I think just driving and seeing like the, you know, different states, driving through different states would kind of be interesting. Am I supposed to go this way? I guess so. And then I kind of looked into like UPS delivery, FedEx delivery, stuff like that. Just to see if I could like do a driving job, you know, because I've never really driven anything bigger than a minivan aside from the box truck I kind of drove at my job. I did DoorDash for a little bit. I did like 10 deliveries in a DoorDash as like a DoorDash employee, but I used my own car. So I don't know. But like if you're with Amazon, you make a lot of stops, you're driving down a lot of little streets, but your car is a lot smaller. And a semi, I feel like it's maybe like 1 load a day, maybe 2 loads a day, depending on like what kind of driver you are. Because there's probably like local drivers that do like maybe they don't drive as far. And you got like, you know, the cross country drivers that are doing way more. I found fun in backing up. The 90-degree dock back is the hardest, and if you get that down, you can back anywhere. So how did you go about like starting off as a truck driver, man? Like you had to get your CDL, right? Like you had to get like your like you had to pass like the test, right, to get like your permit for driving a CDL, something like that, and then you had to like take a course, right? Because I kind of want to go by the DMV when it's opened and like get a CDL like what is it, manual, and just kind of look over it and see like all the rules and stuff. Because I feel like at the very least it's going to help me in this game, you know, even if this is just a video game. But you got to take like a CDL course, right? Those things aren't cheap. And I'm assuming like you pay for it up front. So like if, oh crap. Okay, well, I just passed a weight station. Wait, no. Maybe this is the weight station? Okay, I think I gotta go here. I think I gotta go here and weigh this puppy. But like if you pay, so do you have to like pay up front for like the training? And like if you happen to be like, yo, this isn't for me, I'm quitting. Do they still take all your money? or like how does that work? You know what I mean? Like if you only make it a couple days, do they still take all that money from you? Thank you for cooperating. Have a safe journey. And I know if you like go through a business, like if you went through Walmart or something, like if you got a job with Walmart, I heard Walmart truckers get paid like pretty well. But because I know some companies will like pay for your training, but you have to like sign a contract that says you're gonna like stay with them, and then they like pay for 70%. I don't know. It depends on the company, I guess. But some people have said like it's better to just pay out of pocket because then you don't have to like be stuck in a contract with the company. Other people say it's better to go through a company. So I was just curious. So I went to Swift. I know it was all about 450 all said and done. There's a test for the permit and they helped me get that. I know you don't have to pay it up front. Normally they give you like 2 days to figure out before you locked it. Okay. So they give you like a couple days to figure out if it's for you and if, okay, you're locked in. A lot of people, I don't know. I've heard of Swift. I've heard of that company before. Like, what did you, like, if you don't mind me asking, like, what did your, like, after you passed all that stuff, right? And you actually started, like, driving, did you have to, like, do, like, a couple months with, like, a partner in the cab with you, like, kind of giving you tips? You know what I mean? Because I've heard, like, you got to kind of drive with the partner for a while. And then once they decide that you're, like, ready to do it alone, then they, like, you know, they start giving you some routes and stuff. Whoopsie. They also put me in a hotel for 2 weeks. Oh, nice. Holly Rock, into my... They train also, you do 30 days in a training after schooling with a trainer. 30 days. Okay, so like a month. I guess it probably depends on like the company. It was about a 2-week mentor and we drove coast to coast before my truck was assigned. Oh, okay. Did you ever like get into any major accidents or like had like a tire blowout or anything? Like that, like, what do you do in that situation? Do you just kind of pull over and like fix it yourself? Like have to change this giant tire yourself? Or do you like call like a company and they come with like, you know, a tow truck and like lift up your truck and like fix it for you? Or how does that work? Like, does like the company you're with have like some guy you can call, or do you have to kind of just like fix it yourself? You know what I mean? Like how does situations like that work? Oh boy, 60 miles an hour. Okay. Oh boy. Okay. We're going around this. Oh boy. Stay back. Whoop. Got a wide load here, buddy. Better watch out. I've discovered a new viewpoint. Okay. Well, I'm not going to stop there. You can contact dispatch and they call a wrecker or whatever you need. I was never in an accident, but I have had breakdowns. So you just kind of pull off to the side of the road, put your blinkers on, and then call it in. Because like you said, you have like a dispatcher. So I'm assuming that means there's like a guy at your home base or whatever that like you can call and be like, yo, I'm running late. Or there was like a detour I want to be so and so. So then, like, if the store or the company you're delivering for calls, that dispatcher will like tell them, hey, this guy's running late. This load might be late. There was postponed. That type of thing. Okay. Have you ever driven like through snow and stuff? And also, um, like, what's it like driving through like mountains and stuff? Like driving downhill, driving uphill, like is that difficult? And and like are most trucks these days, or like most semis, are they automatic or are they manual? Because I've never driven even a manual car. I've never used a stick shift. I know some of the older trucks have like manual drive, but is like that on the test? Like, do you have to like do a manual truck and like a automatic, or do people only train on automatics because like that's all they make now? You know what I mean? And like, how does that work? Because I know there's like I know there's like engine braking where like if you're going downhill, you put it into a lower gear, and like you use your engine to like slow yourself down rather than using your brakes, because with air brakes, I mean, I'm sure you know more about it than me, but like if you use them too much, you're gonna lose pressure, and then you're just gonna like be out of brakes. There was something similar to that with like the box truck I drove for a little bit. They're like, yeah, it's got air brakes, so if you use it too much, you could just like run out or something like that. I'm like, what? So like I didn't know if like you train only on an automatic, or if you have to train on a manual in case like you have to drive a manual, or if you have to do both. Because I am curious. Because I don't know if I could drive a manual. Like like I said, I've never driven a car with a manual transmission. I don't want to like have to learn on a semi. I feel like that's just a recipe for disaster. I would like that's not a good idea. But automatic, maybe I could do an automatic, but manual, I don't know. I feel like that is a little bit too extreme of a learning curve. I feel like I'd have to like start on a car first. But automatic, maybe. Every so often, a semi truck will come by my store, and there's like, because we have our donation area. I work at a thrift store, so we have our donation area behind our store. And every so often, a semi comes by and delivers to the dollar store that's next to us. And so we have to move like all our stuff, because they can't just make like, they can't turn on a dime. Like, they got to make some wide turns to get around this like sharp curve. Um, and sometimes they have to back out, and it's just like it's not an easy place to back out. So like now I have a lot more respect for those guys who do it, because before I'd be like, dude, this jackass is coming in, we got to move all our stuff. Why can't he just back out? And I'm like, okay, that's why he can't just back out, because it's not that easy to just back out a semi out of a tight spot like that. Let's see what you say. It says mountains have to pay attention to grade, speed, obviously, but it's not hard if you're in manual. If you're in a manual, you have to downshift going up so you can keep speed. You need to have a manual endorsement on the CDL to be able, and most companies have automatics now. I drove both. So you need to have a manual endorsement on the CDL to be able, and most companies have automatics. So you still have, so to get the CDL, you have to have a manual endorsement, or you can't drive a manual unless your CDL says you have that endorsement to drive a manual. Am I getting that right? Like, can you pass the CDL without driving a manual? No, just a drive manual. Okay, so like, if you have a CDL, you can drive a automatic, but you can't drive a manual one unless you have it specifically stating that you have an endorsement. Okay, that makes sense. I thought they just had to train you on both, just like in case. But yeah, but I think I would do better on an automatic, because yeah. But how does that work though? Like going down a mountain, like in an automatic, can you still switch to a lower gear, or does it like it does it all automatically for you? Because when I drove my box truck for the very short time I drove it, I still back it up every so often because we keep them at the store. But there's like a neutral, a drive, and then a reverse. But then there's like some arrows where you can like manually select a gear or something. Like, so how does that work with with going downhill? Like, does it automatically just switch the gears for you, or do you have to rely on your air brake? You know what I mean? Or do you put it in neutral? You know what I mean? Like, can you still select a gear if it's a manual? Or do you have to just rely on the truck to do it for you? You know what I mean? Because I didn't get that. Also, like if you're going up a hill, right, and you have to like stop, like let's say you're like there's a light or a stop sign at the top of the hill, and you have to stop. Do you like have to put on your air brake to like stop it and then take off that air brake to go again? Or like will you start rolling if you don't? I don't know if any of that makes sense. Because like in the box truck I drove, there's like the parking brake, but then there's also like, you know, the normal foot brake, right? Yeah, so there's no slap shift. Just have 3 settings for Jake's, and you let off gas and it will engine brake. You might have to brake a little if you get too fast. Okay. That makes sense. So basically, if you're going downhill, don't put the gas on. Just like take your okay, so it kind of does it by itself. Okay. Interesting. But like if you're going up a hill, right? If you're going like on an overpass or something and traffic is stopped and you're like on an incline, do you need to put the parking brake on, or can you just rely on the foot brake? You know what I mean? You only need to pull the brakes when you're getting out of a resting. You can use the pedal. Only need to pull the brakes when you're getting out of a resting. Okay. So even if you're on an incline, that foot pedal will keep you in place as long as you have it pressed down. But if you're like at a stop, like parked, you need to like put that parking brake. It's basically emergency brake, right? For a car. Okay. We are doing this. We are doing it. I feel like I drive better when I'm not like paying attention. Okay, that doesn't sound right. When I'm like not overthinking it, I feel like it's easier when I'm just like, dude, I'm not gonna make this turn. I'm like overthinking it, then I like drive off the road. But when I'm just like, you know, kind of just letting my mind do it for me, I feel like it's not as difficult. Yeah, just watch the air gauge to make sure you don't have leaks. The pull brakes are parking brakes. Okay. So if you brake too much, like let's say you're going downhill or something, or you're braking too much, if that air gauge gets too low, did you just like lose your brakes and you have to, because they mentioned something when I was driving my box truck. It was in the I think I forgot to pay attention, but they're like, yeah, if you press it too many times and you lose whatever, the truck will just stop. I think that's what they said. Maybe they were lying to me. I don't know. So you can't stop. So like if you run out of air pressure, you can't stop. Okay. So basically, if you're driving the truck and you want to slow down, it will hold the brakes down. Okay. Okay. So like if you're driving and you want to slow your truck down, it's better to just kind of rely more on decelerating by taking your foot off the gas than it is to just put on the brakes. So like if you know you're coming to a stop, take your foot off the accelerator, let, I guess, you know, friction and stuff slow you down so you don't have to rely on the brake as much. You run out of air, it will pull the parking brakes and you're stuck. Okay, yeah, that's what they said. Like, yeah, if you run out of air, like, it kind of just engages the emergency brakes, parking brake, and okay. And then it recharges over time, though, right? I'm assuming so. Or if you got a leak, I guess. But like, how soon after you got like your permit for your CDL did you actually get to like start driving? Like, did they like hire you on, or did you still have to like kind of do your 30-day training with your partner, and then they signed you on if you pass it, type thing? Yes, you can floor it in neutral to get some back. Okay. Interesting. So like if you're driving an automatic, you can switch it to neutral like as you're driving. You don't have to be at like a stop. But do you have to like hit the brake a little bit then switch? And we are just driving all over the place right here. Or can you just like click the button as you're moving, as long as you're like not pressing the gas? Oh boy, whoop, okay. Slow it down. That's a little too slow. But you can floor it in neutral to get some back. Good to know. Okay, we're gonna go straight. We're almost there, boys. And ladies, if there's any ladies watching. Okay, we are doing this. But that's crazy that some of you guys have been like, that you're actually truck drivers. Like, I thought like some people said, yeah, I'm a truck driver and then I play this game to relax. I'm like, how is that going to help you relax? Like you're just doing what you always do, except it's in a game. But it's kind of cool to know that like actual truck drivers play this game, or like retired truck drivers. I mean, I guess it would help you relax in a way because like you can still get out and like see the sights, but like you don't have that pressure of knowing you're like, this is an actual truck. If I run off the road, I'm gonna like kill somebody. It kind of like alleviates the stress and you can just kind of enjoy yourself. You know, I'm not sure if you can, but I don't see why not if you had a leak or something. I had my CDL for 14 days after my training, and I was 30, and it was a 30-day okay. Interesting. So it was like, was getting your CDL difficult? Like, because I want to go down to the DMV, get the CDL like handbook or whatever it's called, just to kind of look it over, you know, kind of see what it entails. Because I know there's got to be a lot more to driving a semi than just driving a semi, right? There's like, you got to do your inspection and stuff, right? Because even when I drove my box truck, there was like an inspection I had to do. I had to like, you know, check the tires, make sure the gauges were correct. Just like check this under the hood. Half the drivers never even did it. They're like, you can just skip all that. I'm like, what? But I know there's like a checklist you got to do, right? You got to like check your cables and all this stuff. I'm not very handy when it comes to like vehicles. So like, I know how to like refill my my windshield wiper fluid and like check my oil. But that's pretty much it. So like if somebody's like, "Oh, you got to make sure this gauge is right and like this cable's there and this spark plug." I'm like, "What?" Like, is there like, did they break it down like what you're supposed to check? Does like your trainer kind of go over everything you're supposed to do? I'm assuming that stuff's important, right? Because like if your truck is like not fit to drive and you have some like mechanical failure on the freeway, like that's probably not good. So I feel like the pre-check inspection is probably pretty important. I'm assuming. Like, that's probably something they have you go over in the guidebook. Just look at it and as it is and don't overthink it too much. Yes, you have to pre-trip every day, or you can get points on your license if you get inspected. I highly recommend learning the main parts and gauges. Okay. But do they kind of go over that in the book, though? Do they, like, say, like, this is what this gauge is, this corresponds to, like, your air pressure, and, like, I'm assuming that's what the guidebook would tell you, right? And I guess it's probably a lot of repetition. A lot of repetition. But yeah, I was just like curious. And I don't know if it would be better to like become like a box truck driver first. And then maybe if I like that, try to maybe become a semi driver. Cause I know it's different. Like you're still pulling like, 26-foot trailer with the box truck. But you don't have that like, pivot point. It's more like just a really long truck. And backing is basically just backing up a car, except longer. Because like with the company I'm with, they have driver positions. They're trying to convince me to become a driver. Like all the drivers, they really like me because I know how to load the truck correctly. And I make their job pretty easy. And they know me because I was kind of a driver for a very short period of time, but then I quit. Because I was like the store driver, but I never actually went on any runs. So they're trying to convince me to like become a driver for the company, which is just box trucks, is how we get our freight to our warehouse. But so I don't know if that would be like a good stepping stone to see if I like that type of thing, or if I should just like jump right into like trying to get my CDL. You know what I'm saying? They do go over it a bit, but you'll need to study it. Like you'll need to know phrases like my airbags are intact, not ripped or frayed, and in good condition, especially for the test. Okay, that makes sense. Because like I'm assuming that stuff's important, because if a company does, if a company does hire you, you're driving a very expensive piece of equipment. Like, if this game is anywhere accurate to how much these things actually... Oh, crap, bro. Whoa, boy. Okay, we in trouble. We in some deep duty. We're in some deep duty. And just like that, the mission was over. Wait, maybe not. Okay. Whew. Man, that would have sucked. We're like 8 miles away. Okay, we got to pay attention. But like, I'm assuming if these trucks cost anywhere, if they're accurate, I'm sure the prices are pretty accurate, but the cheap trucks are like $100,000 on the low end. So I get that they want to like make sure you know your stuff, pass all these things, know how to back up and all this, because insuring those types of vehicles and buying those probably doesn't come cheap. That's probably why like the training costs so much, is like because if you break their crap, they want to know that they can like cover the insurance and all that. Oh boy. Okay. Oh wait, we gotta be in this lane. Oh crap. Okay, there's a bus. Okay, let's just pull over here. Yeah. And let's book it. We're gonna get to our destination. We're gonna do it. But is it a pretty good career to have? I mean, I know a lot of people say it's not for everybody, and maybe it wouldn't be for me. You kind of have to be used to being alone a lot. Is this the way we go? Okay, I think this is the way. We're going for it. Wide load, here we come. Here we go. Okay, slow and steady. Then we're going to try backing this puppy up. I don't know if we want to back this thing up, though. Okay, we can't back that up. Okay, so we're just going to do the normal park. This shouldn't be too difficult. Famous last words. Okay, here we go. We got this. We just got to Where is it? Okay, over there. That shouldn't be too difficult. Okay. Man, this is a longer trail than I thought. Holy crap. I drove that all the way here? Okay. All right, so we're just gonna take it wide. Take it real wide. Slow and steady. Wins the race. Take it really wide. Okay, okay. All right. Steady as she goes, matey. Okay. Here we go. About to get that cheddar, baby. Here we go. We gotta get... There we go. Look at that. Perfecto. Beautiful. You also gotta... I'm assuming you gotta learn how to, like, hook your trailer up, unhook your trailer, back it up, put the little hitch thing in the little doodah. It's definitely a lifestyle change, but I had a good career. The benefits are good, and it's always something to fall back on since you're still young. Yeah, true. That's true. So, like, if you don't mind me asking, like, how much, like, is it like, do they pay you monthly? Or is it like a weekly thing? Or is it like per delivery? Because, like, in this game, it's like you get paid per delivery. Is it like that? Or is it like, or does it depend? Like, because I know some people have like their own businesses and they have their own truck, they own the truck, they go do this, and then, you know, they get paid like that. Other people, they go through like an actual company. So is it like a, you know what I mean? Is it like a weekly thing, a monthly thing? Are you guaranteed like a certain amount of hours? And do they pay by the hour? Like, is it like you get paid $20 an hour and you work 40 hours a week? Or is it like you have to do this many miles? Or you know what I mean? Or does it depend? Or is it all of the above? Because like if you first start out, maybe you like you can't drive that long. So it's like maybe you just do one run a day that's like a 5-6 hour run locally or something, you know, within the same state. And maybe it's like 50 cents a mile, which comes out to, I don't know, if you drive 400 miles, maybe it's like, I don't know, like $175 a day, you know? I was doing 2,500 weeks. Oh, 2,500 a week because I was LTL, XPO Logistics. OTR is normally cents per mile. It really depends on the company. And it probably depends on like what you're certified in, right? Because like in this game, I'm not saying this game is totally accurate, but like in this game, you have like your upgrades where like you're certified to drive like hazardous material, or you're certified to drive a wide load or whatever, oversized load. Like you have to have that like on your CDL, right? Like a CDL doesn't just cover everything. Like that's like the minimum you need to drive like a semi, right? But then there's like I guess add-ons where it's like you can't drive this type of freight unless you're trained in driving that. Is that correct? Like you can't just get a CDL and like drive a tractor freaking like what I just drove, right? Like you have to be like certified to drive that type of trailer or something like that. And if you like drive those things, it's like you get paid more money. So you kind of have to like work your way up, build your skill set type thing. Yes, I had double hazmat endorsement. I also had tanker, but never used it. And to get those, you have to like do special training, right? Because I'm assuming like if you're driving any type of like liquid, it's going to affect the way your truck handles. Because like if you stop too soon, all that liquid's going to like still move and it's going to like hit the front of the container and it's going to like force you forward. So just a special test. Okay. Yeah, CDL is barely minimum. Endorsement are for special types of loads. Okay. Just extra tests, not necessarily extra training. Okay. Because like the way I thought of it was if you're like if you're like hauling a trailer with like hazardous or toxic material, I thought you had to be like certified to like be able to clean up that stuff if like you got in a wreck or something. Is that like not it? You would just like call somebody and they'd be like, hey, they come with like a team of hazmat people and they clean it up type thing. You don't have to like be certified. Because I worked at Walmart for a while and like I had to get rid of like the broken products sometime. And like if it was any kind of chemical, we had to like put it in a special bag, had to like label it correctly. There was like this whole process. So I thought maybe it had to do something like that. But it like if you're a driver, it's different. So if you have a good company, they will give extra training as well. Oh, so it's like okay, so you don't actually touch the stuff. You don't clean it up yourself. You just kind of have to take a test to know how to handle it. Okay. Like how to drive it. It's like I was saying, like if it's like a liquid, it's gonna make your trailer move differently because there's that liquid. And if it's that makes sense. Because I was watching some videos, like this trucker that works at Walmart. He said, at least with Walmart, that like they don't want you to like help unload the trailer. They just want you to kind of get to the store, drop the trailer, unhook it, make sure the employees are taking out the right stuff, taking out the right pallets, and then, just taking it to the next store, hooking up another trailer. They don't want you actually unloading it yourself because like if you get hurt, then they're out of a driver. Like if you pull your back or something, they're out of a driver. And like they're paying drivers a lot more than they're paying like normal store employees. So they'd rather have like a normal like employee get hurt or whatever because they got to pay less insurance, or they can just find somebody else that can replace that person. You can't just like always find another driver. Okay. Because I always wondered, I'm like, yo, these drivers are lazy. They're just like watching us unload. But then I realized like, okay, that makes sense. Like they're pretty valuable to the company, and you can't just like call somebody in and be like, yo, can you go pick up this trailer when they've been on like the road for like 8 hours? So now it like all makes more sense to me. It's like they're not being lazy. It's just like they're not supposed to do it because if they get injured or something, then it's going to like cause a whole like chain of reaction into like the supply thing. So that makes sense. Though some places require you as the driver to unload it. Yeah. I've seen, because like at the dollar store, the driver that drives a semi, I think it's probably the last stop because the trailer's pretty empty when he gets there. But I think the driver actually helps unload the truck. So maybe it's just like, maybe it depends on the company. Well, it just depends on what it is. For example, at my company, I would unload my 2 trailers, even with hazmat, and load up on my 2 trailers to take back. The only thing is to remember to flip the place cards. That's probably part of the training too. Like, you got to have like special signage, place cards, know how to like check off whatever, make sure this got there, sign some paperwork. I don't know if that's maybe on the like CDL training. That's probably more of like the company training itself, because I'm sure companies do things differently. Got to have the right sign flipped. Okay. Oh, like on the back of the trailer? To remember to flip the sign. Ooh, do I get an upgrade? Ooh. What should I upgrade here? Let's go with fragile cargo. Let's upgrade that. Apply. Yeah, like it says explosive or whatever. Okay. So like if you're driving a specific type of like material, you have to like have the correct signage on the trailer. Like if it's a hazardous material, you got to have like a hazard sign out, or if it's like so on and so forth. That's basically what you're saying? And if you don't have it, then you could get like written up for it or like fined for it or something, right? Okay, that makes sense. So have you ever done like the dry grocery I guess that's what they call it. Dry goods. Kind of like, like you take a trailer full of like grocery items, like general merchandise or whatever, and you had to go like a big box store and drop it off. And you just like swap out the trailer. Because when I worked at Walmart, they had like these zip ties on the trailer. And like I think it was so that I don't think the drivers were allowed to open the trailer. Like the store had to open them. So I guess it's a way of like making sure nobody tampered with it, I guess. Oh, so that's what you do. You drive yeah, you can if you get caught. It's normally always out of pocket to pay for the okay. You get fined for it. That makes sense. Because they want people to be safe. Makes sense. And so you do like the kind of like the big box store retail distribution type trailer loads, like of the dry goods and stuff. Trader Joe's groceries, nice. So like how does that work then? So do you only like so do you like work for Trader Joe's and like you only deliver stuff to their stores? Like there's like a big warehouse and you go from like there to like the stores? Like are you assigned a specific route or it's just kind of like whatever's on the board? It's like, hey, you're available, you go do this run today type of thing. Only for Trader Joe's. Okay. And do you mainly stay in state or do you like drive to numerous Trader Joe's throughout the country? Because I know with Walmart, there's like a lot of Walmart stores, and every store has to get like trailer loads of stuff. So like, I guess it would depend on the company. Like if you could stay in state, I guess if you stayed in state, you wouldn't get paid as much because you're not driving as long of a distance. I guess I don't know. Let's see here. Truck upgrade. We could upgrade our truck. Oh, can we buy a trailer? How much money we got? Ooh. We can maybe buy a trailer. Let's see here. How do we get the trailers? Truck dealer, trailer purchase. I could buy one of these. Ooh, I got enough for this. Do I got enough? Oh, dude, I got it. Wait. Where's a normal trailer? This guy. Oh. Ooh. That's 41,000? Dang. It's a lot of cheddar, bro. So if I buy one of these trailers, how does that work? Do I still got to like take the trailer and the truck to the destination to get loaded up with the stuff? Or how does that work? Now I work for a company called NFI, but work exclusively for one warehouse. I don't leave the state and usually do 3 to 8 loads delivered a night, depending on where they are and the road conditions and such. Okay, interesting. So you kind of so you stay in the state, because I'm assuming there's like different, I guess, levels of truck drivers. Like some stay within the state, depending on like your job description. Some are like long haul truckers, and they go from like Texas to Idaho, but you mainly stay in the state. Or you take both. Oh, okay, you're talking about this. Yeah, you take both. Hook up the trailer at your garage. Okay. Tempting, very tempting. Or I could upgrade my truck. I could buy a better engine for my truck. I could get the trailer though. I could get a flatbed. Construction equipment and materials. Containers and container tanks. Construction equipment, machinery, materials, and high cargo. Or bulk cargo and materials. Very tempting. I could do that one. Yeah, I mean, every once in a while, excuse me. Every once in a while, I go next state over, but it's like 2 hours to get to that store, so it might as well be the same state. Okay. Final Mile, LTL, Regional, Dedicated, and OTR are some of the positions out there. Whoop. Is Final Mile like is that like more like, I guess, local deliveries in state type thing? My eyes are watering, probably from the dust, because this is a garage. Okay, for those of you wondering, I don't know how many people are still watching, but for those of you wondering why I'm in my garage, why I'm in this freezing garage, is because, okay, backstory. I have a house, right? I bought a house. Currently paying off the house. I don't own it yet. Bank owns it still. Paying the mortgage, right? But I have roommates. Okay, so 3 of my siblings live with me. Currently, it's going to be 2 of my siblings soon, but 3 of my siblings are living with me. I only have a 3-bedroom house. So I gave my siblings the rooms, and I'm like, I'll sleep in the garage for a while because my parents were planning on moving back to New Mexico. And those siblings that I have living with me now, they lived with my parents, right? But they didn't want to move to New Mexico. So I'm like, okay, well, they can move in with me since you guys are moving to New Mexico. So they moved in with me. My parents ended up going to New Mexico, spent 2 days, and they were like, it's not as good as we remembered it, right? So they moved back. They bought a different house. So now they still live in Idaho. But all my siblings that live with them still live with me. One of my brothers is planning on moving back with my parents, though, so I'm going to be able to get my old room back and not have to stay in the garage. But yeah, currently all my rooms are taken, and that is why I have my setup in my garage. There's actually a bed back there, too. So I feel like I'm kind of like, well, maybe not, but like, I kind of know what it feels like to have extreme, I guess, sleeping conditions because it gets pretty cold in here. And like the back of a trailer probably isn't super warm either. And depending on what kind of driver you are, like if you're like a cross country driver, you're going to be sleeping in your cab or at like a truck stop. Whereas like if you're more of like a local driver and you're like staying within the state, I guess maybe you'd still sleep in your cab or like at truck stops or like a hotel, but maybe not as often as like a cross country trucker. I don't know. Maybe you would. I mean, because even if you're still in the same state, that's some long driving, depending on like, I guess the location of your pickups and drop offs, I guess, and how many you're doing each night. So I guess it depends. That's kind of funny, but also kind of sucks. Is it at least? I got a heater next to me. I don't have it plugged in though. That would explain why it's not. Or maybe it died. Oh man, I'm sorry, my furnace broke yesterday, so I feel it's hard to type. Yeah, hands are definitely a little bit chilly. But yeah, that's why I'm in my garage. And I mean, I don't really mind it that much. Like, I'm not letting them live here for free, so I am charging them rent. It's definitely way cheaper than what other people would charge them for rent because at least here in Idaho, to get like even a 1-bedroom apartment or like a studio apartment, it's like $16,000. Okay, that's wrong. $1,600. 16,000 is a little crazy. $1,600 for like a 1-bedroom apartment here in Idaho, or like if you, I guess, like live with some random person to be like 800, 900, depending on I guess how big the room was. But I'm charging them money, but it's not near as much as that. So I am making a little bit of money. That's helping me pay down my house. So I am making some money off of it, which is why I don't mind as much being out here in the cold. I'm like, well, if it's helping me pay off my house and some of my bills, I'll take the bullet, But you can use an APU to keep the heat on at night or just run the truck all night, which is what a lot of people do. But be careful because some companies don't allow the fuel cost. Yeah, dude. Like in this game, like I don't know how accurate these prices are to actual fuel prices. But like to fill up one of these trucks, dang, bro. It's like $900 or something. 500, $900. That is a lot of cheddar. Like, holy crap. Like, dang. That is a lot of money. I don't even like filling. I filled up my car today, my Honda, my little Honda, $60 to fill up my Honda. And I was like, oh God. It's nice to know the company pays for it. I mean, I guess it probably depends on the company. Some companies maybe make you pay for your own gas. I don't know. Probably not. Probably if you worked for yourself and owned the truck yourself and were just doing like jobs through a third party or something, then you'd have to pay. But I'm assuming if you work for a company, they're going to pay. But it makes sense that they don't want you running your truck every night because gas is not cheap. It's not cheap. Let's do one of these ones. Maybe. Let's see. What do we got here? What do we got? Let's do a short one. Route length. Can we do a short one? Short-ish one. What about here? Here. What about that? What about this one? I think we were just on this one. We'll try this one. Yeah, we'll try that. Owner-operators usually have to pay for their, gas themselves. That makes sense. They're pretty accurate. $1,000 a fill. Dang, bro. That's another thing. Like getting one of these trailers into like a truck stop, like a gas stop. Like you can't just pull up to a normal gas stop, right? You gotta like go to like the big ones that like have the raised roofs and everything, right? So, because like, how does that work? Like in this game, there's like a GPS, right? But like, if you're an actual trucker, does the company have like a GPS that they have like installed in your truck where you like put in, your destination and stuff, and it's like built into the truck? Or do they have like a special app on the phone that's like Google Maps? Or do you just have to type in the destination on your Google Maps and hope that it takes you to where you're going? Or do you have to like pull up an actual map, like a paper map? Some drivers like recommend like use a paper map. Or is it like a combination of everything? Normal drivers can't fill at the islands. Yeah, it has to be a truck stop. Most trucks do have GPS nowadays. Okay. Oh, crap. There goes my phone. Hold up. That's not my phone. That's the mouse. Whoopsie. Oh, no. We're cruising. Normal drivers can't... Okay, I read that one. Okay. Is this the right... Oh, crap. I think this is right. This right? Hello? Okay. I think this is right. How big's our load? Oh, it's just this. Okay. That should be easy. Yeah, we got to go pick up the load. And this is going to be zippy. Because we don't got that giant trailer behind us. But because like I know with Amazon, at least if you're like a delivery driver, they have like an app that goes on your phone that like gives you like the best route to like deliver the packages in the most logical and like gas like efficient way, I guess. Did I pick up the trailer from here? No. I could pick up a trailer from here. I mean, I already selected a job. There's none here. Okay, so I'm not going to do that one. But do some companies have like their own app, or you said a lot of it's built in? You'll enter your mileage and special code to get fuel at the islands. Okay. So that's what those big gas stations are called, the islands? With like the raised, like the higher roofs and everything. It's like getting into one of those, like some of those parking lots do not seem very big. Another thing is like the right turns, like taking right turns. It's like on some of these smaller roads, you kind of have to like get into the the oncoming traffic lane or like the turn lane of the opposite, the opposite side to get your trailer around. Like even when I was driving the box truck, the very short time I did drive, I had to I was like in the turn lane of the other lane because it was so wide. And that was just a 26-foot box truck, you know? So is that okay to do? See how I'm doing right now? Is it okay to kind of go into that lane as long as there's nobody there? Like, is that legal to do? Or is that like a no-no that you're not supposed to do? Because otherwise, aren't you going to run over the curb or completely take out a freaking power pole or stop light sign? Yeah, Fuel Island Truckers GPS are a thing as well. It's a good idea if you run into problems or if you're new. I never had a built-in GPS in my truck. But is it okay to use your phone though, or does it depend on the company? Because I know some people said you can't use your cell phone if you're driving the truck because if you get in an accident, maybe it's just with Walmart, but if you get in an accident, I've heard that they'll take your cell phone records to see what you were doing if you're texting or whatever when the accident happened, because if you were texting or on the phone when the accident happened, then you're going to be in big doo-doo. But I wonder if it's okay to use your GPS on your phone or if they give you a company phone, I wouldn't recommend using your phone because it doesn't give you truck routes. Okay, that's true. It's very true. It gives you car routes. So what might be a good, efficient way for a car may not be a good, efficient, and safe way for a semi. That makes sense. But the GPS, in trucks, they give you the truck routes, built-in ones. Because I know you could still buy the GPS that you put in your cigarette lighter. I don't know if there's a way to select that you're a big rig. I don't know if there's an option for that. Or if you should rely more on an actual map. I'm not good at reading maps. I guess I could learn how to read a map. Probably a good skill to have. But correct. Yeah, and they're normally more detailed for lanes to be in and whatnot. Oh, so the ones that are built into the trucks or the ones you put in your cigarette lighter, they're a little bit more, I guess, have more options, more sophisticated. Because I wouldn't need GPS. I won't even drive around my city without GPS. Because I'll get lost. I'll get lost in my own city, and I've lived here 9 years, and I'll get lost. Oh, we got a skylight. I didn't see that. And I'm zipping. I am zipping. Yeah, I guess it depends on the GPS you're using. Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely curious about the whole career path. I don't know if it's right for me. Hard to say. If I'd enjoy that type of thing. But and like I said, my company has drivers for box trucks that take the material from the store, the donations at the store to the warehouse, and vice versa. So I don't know if it would be a smart idea to become a driver for my company to get a feel for something bigger. Maybe not a semi, but it's still you're still raised up. It's still a truck. It's just a box truck. It's still a big vehicle. Biggest vehicle you can drive without a special license. I'm loving all these questions you have. It's cool to be able to pass on this info. Yeah, man. You guys are definitely helping. Because I'm just curious, Because, before I started playing this game, I didn't think, I didn't even, thought never crossed my mind of, how Like some people, like their careers are driving these trucks. Like I'd see a semi on the road, I'd be like, oh, there's a semi. I never like put two and two together. Like, oh, there's an actual person driving that. Like, I just never thought about it. How you pass like a normal car. It's like, oh, there's actually people in that car. You get focused on where you're going, and you don't really pay attention to like the other people on the road. Like they're a car, but you don't know their backstory. You don't know like, well, they're heading to work or they're just going to get something to eat. So I never really thought about it. But now that I've started playing this game, it's like, yo, like this is an actual thing that people do to get like product to stores and on people's shelves. Like without truck drivers, like this country would not work. Like it just would not work. And I don't think like truck drivers get a lot of recognition. Like you hear people like say, oh, like police are doing great, or like firefighters or doctors. It's like, yo, truck drivers, they got pretty important jobs too. You just don't really think about it. But like if truck drivers weren't driving, like if they just all decided to quit one day, unless Elon Musk came out with his self-driving semis that just worked perfect, we'd be screwed. Like we would be screwed. Find a spotter position first. You can find ones that don't require CDL, don't pay as well, but it's good for learning and gaining experience backing trailers in. So what's a spotter do? Do they like ride with the driver and just like help navigate and like back trailers in, or do they mainly work at the warehouse, and if a trailer comes in, like their job is to help back it in, like with hand signals? Or do they actually drive the truck? No, they can't. I guess they can't drive the truck. They don't have a CDL. But like, what is a spotter position? Is it what I just described, or? But it's good for learning and gaining experience back at trailers in. We're still cruising. Turn on my lights though. A spotter is someone that stays at a warehouse and uses a truck on the property to move trailers around the lot. Okay. Interesting. So they don't have to have a CDL just to like move the trailers around the parking lot / yard horse. They just have to like have a CDL to, I guess, drive it on like a road. Is that right? And so like, yard dog, but I think the correct name is hostler. And yeah, yard horse, yard mule. Okay, but they don't have to have a CDL, but they just can't leave the lot. Is what I'm getting. But like, do you guys think like driving a box truck would like give some experience to like drive, like, because I know they're similar, because like you're still like the truck is the same, it's just it doesn't have a trailer hooked onto it. It's like you know what I mean. But like you got to take the wider turns because obviously it's a lot longer. Like, does that like give you any kind of experience that would like kind of transfer over to driving a semi truck, or are they like two different things? It's like driving a box truck completely different than driving a semi, even though, because I know they have some similarities. Like they're both, raised off the ground. They both have, I guess, depending on the box truck, air brakes. You're still carrying it's still definitely bigger than a car. But are like, do you think there's some skills that kind of like overlap? Yeah, I did that when I started having heart problems. Now I can't pass a medical anymore. That sucks, bro. Sorry to hear that. I mean, box truck drivers, I don't know. I don't know. Like, I feel like that might be a good entry point to kind of get a feel for like what it's like to go to a warehouse, back into a dock, like drive a truck with a large load to a destination, have to like navigate a 26-foot trailer, well, a 26-foot vehicle, I guess, around like a smaller parking lot or whatever. You know what I mean? Like I feel like some of that experience would translate over to driving a semi, even if it's different. You know, it's more of like driving a really long car, I guess. Or at least I assume so. Never drove one. Yeah. I mean, definitely probably easier than driving a semi. I mean, obviously, because like you don't have to have a CDL to drive a box truck. Like you just have to have a normal license. And like you can go to like a U-Haul company or someplace and you just rent one to like, so like the average Joe can go get one of these and just drive it. No big deal. So, but I feel like, it's still, you're up off the ground. It's just you have a longer bed and yeah. Okay, man, I'm 26 in a week and I have a lovely wife and 2-year-old and I couldn't be happier. I love the time I get with them now. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. Because I imagine if you're a trucker, you're on the road a lot. Even if you're like in state, you're still on the road a lot. Like, so like one of you mentioned, yeah, I'm 31. So I'm 30 and just getting started as a driver. Yeah, I'm 31. So, and I know there's people out there a lot older than me that are just like, getting into it. Because I've heard that like drivers are something that we need a lot of, right? Because just with like the supply chain issues and all of that, and like I've heard that like the turnover rate has been higher than normal because like I guess the workload has been more extreme than it has been in the past. And I even heard a rumor, I don't know if it's true or not. Man, I'm going 80 and a 65. I heard a rumor that like they're trying to pass some law to allow like teenagers, like people under 18, to be able to like get a CDL and drive trucks because they're just so desperate for drivers. Like, I don't know, maybe that was just a clickbait headline. I don't know. But like, I feel like drivers are something that we're always going to need unless Tesla perfects their truck and they can like drive on their own, which I mean, it's getting better, but still, it's like pretty sure you still want a driver in those things. The Tesla semis do look sweet though. Like, I don't know how practical they are because I know that a lot of times when you're driving, you're idling, you're using gas for other things. And like, if you're doing that in an electric truck, your range is going to decrease a lot. And because there's not a lot of electric charging stations yet, I think they might, in the future, they might catch on. But like right now, we don't really have the infrastructure to like make electric semis a thing yet. But I think like we're heading in that direction. But you're still going to need drivers. But they do look pretty sweet. Oh boy. Okay. I work with someone who is 52 and just getting started in his driving career. Nice. So you're just getting started too then. So how long have you been driving then, man? And like how difficult was it to get your CDL? Like I know there's like you really got to like memorize and study the CDL, I guess, manual, right? And then you got to take the test. Like I had a difficult time just passing my driver test. I think I had to take it. I had to take the written test because when I moved to Idaho, I had to like retake the written test. I think I had to take it twice because I just couldn't remember the answers. Probably not a good sign, but I haven't gotten an accident yet. Knock on wood. I did, however, okay, so when I was driving my box truck at my work, I still back it up occasionally because I back it up to like plug it in at night because it keeps the glow plugs warm or something like that. I don't know why we plug it in. It's just something they told me to do. But the extension cord only reaches so far, so I have to back up the truck sometimes. But one night I was backing it up And my coworker was like spotting me. He was like guiding me. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm not going to look out my right hand window because there's a building there, but I'm not going to look out that window because he's watching me. And if I get too close to the building, he's going to like wave his hands. He's going to tell me, right? He didn't wave his hands. He just, so I backed into the corner of the building, left a big old gash in the building with the freaking end of the box truck. Truck was fine. Building had a big old dent. That was an interesting conversation with my boss. But every time I backed up by myself without a spotter, I was fine. But because I was watching him, I backed into the building. But yeah, I was a spotter for 3 years. Interesting. 2 with a different company and 1 with NFI. Then they paid for my classes to get my CDL, and I've been a driver for almost 4 months now. Nice. So how do you like it so far, man? You're the guy who was like doing it for Trader Joe's, right? Or am I thinking of somebody else? It's hard to keep the names right because on OBS, the streaming software I use, like it has the chat, but like it's a very small box. I don't have it like a separate window open, so I can't see super far up there. My school, that the students were much different learners, and you can do it in 2 weeks if you are actually committed and study. I was watching a YouTube every night about things like backing maneuvers, tricks. I know you're a go fast learner, and you can do it for real. Yeah, I've been watching some of the tips on like backing up and stuff, and I think they've helped a little bit in this game. I don't know if that translates over, because I feel like I'm kind of cheating in this game because I'm looking at that top-down perspective. You can't do that in real life. So I feel like I need to focus on like backing up just by using the mirrors in this. I'm pretty decent at backing up in like a box truck, but let's see. Wait. Okay, we're still heading to our destination. We don't even got the trailer hooked on yet. And I'm assuming you got to learn how to like connect the trailer and like do the little hand thingy to like put the feet up and down, and then to like get it on the little, was it a ball joint or something? You got to like put the trailer on. And do you normally have like I guess you'd have that person you're talking about, like the backer, like does he kind of guide you into the right spot to like hook the trailers up so you don't have to like constantly get out of your truck and look? Man, that was a short light. We're going for it. How much gas do I have? Crap, I just stopped in the middle of the road. Oh, man, we need to fill up, bro. Is that a gas station I can use? Nope, that wasn't. Okay. The car behind me is like, what is this moron doing? I'm sorry, man. I'm multitasking right now. What do you stream though? Do you want a larger chat box? I stream through OBS. And like through the software, it kind of has the chat box like kind of locked in. I guess I can make it bigger. Because I could pop out the chat. Oopsie, what'd I do? Pop out the chat. There we go. There we go. That helps a little bit. Okay. Pod effect though. 2 different companies. Yeah, I do Trader Joe loads. It's not bad, but other drivers can be kind of scary sometimes. Yeah. And yeah, stream through OBS. Landing gear, that's what they're called, landing gear. And the airlines and coupling, that part isn't hard to learn. It's just a pain when it's cold. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh no, I have 2 monitors. I got a 2 monitor setup. So I have my chat box in the second monitor. With OBS, it kind of like the software, it kind of, you can like lock the chat onto the screen, like onto the software, and because it's a smaller screen, it like made the chat small. But I maximized it, and now I have it bigger, so I can look at it a little bit better. Remember the name Glad Hands. It'll help you. Oh, that's like a thing that like helps you remember like what hose goes into what connector and all that. So you say you work for Trader Joe's and you like drive mostly in state. So like what does that look like? Do you like basically get to go home every night? Like is it like a 10-hour day, 12-hour day? And then you like get to go home every night, or you like driving through the night and then you know what I mean? Like from what I've heard, like driving a truck isn't really like a 9 to 5 job always, or even at all. It's like the hours can kind of vary, I guess. Like you don't really get home every night. You kind of stay at truck stops and stuff, or you work 12 hours and then go home. Okay. Oh crap, that's a red light. Those are some long days then. 12 hours, dang. I could barely go 8 hours, but my job is pretty physical. I mean, I'm sure driving does take a lot out of you though. Like driving can make you pretty tired. Where's the light? Like I can't even see the light. Is it green? I can't see it. My cab's too short. I think I'm too far forward. Is that? I don't know. I can't see it, guys. Is it green? I think it's red. Whatever. Screw it. We're going. Hopefully a cop didn't see that. 4 days a week. So 12-hour days, 4 days a week. Okay, so you get some days off, though. That's nice. Did you, have you ever thought about, like, working for Walmart? Or was Trader Joe's just, like, a better option? Because I've heard, like, I don't know if this is true, but I've heard, like, some Walmart drivers make, like, 17% more than other drivers. I don't know. Apparently, Walmart pays their drivers pretty well. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know. But again, it's not always about the pay, though. It's kind of like about the, I guess, the workload and like the, you know, there's other perks. It's not always about the money. Just think before computers where you put in trucks, people just ran 24-hour days when they could. Yeah, it's true. 8 hours of driving continuous without a break, 11 hours a day, a total drive time, and 14 hours a day on a day off on duty time, just the restrictions if you don't know. 8 hours of driving continuous without break. 11 hours a day total. Oh, so you can only drive 11 hours a day. 8 hours. So after 8 hours, you have to like, it's mandatory to take a break. Like that's the law type thing. And 14 hours a day of on duty time, just the restrictions if you didn't know. I don't know yet, honestly. I gotta stay where I am until the year mark. Oh, so you kind of have like a year contract? Cause like, did they pay for you to like take your driving school thing, like get your CDL? I've heard when you like first start driving though, you shouldn't like be super picky because like you gotta start somewhere and like the best like just getting experience is like valuable. Because like the more experience you get, like the more money you can potentially make because like you get more experience, you get like you learn how to like haul different types of loads, like whether it's like hazardous material or whatever, or like oversized loads or whatever. But like just getting the experience is like giving you a leg up on the competition. So even if it's like not the, I guess, highest paying company, you're still gaining like momentum to like roll it into like maybe a higher paying job, or like even if you decide to stay with that company, like you're going to start making more money because like now they know you're reliable, they know you can count on you, that type of thing. Yeah, they pay for the CDL class and test for me. So as long as you like stay with them, like they'll pay for it. But like if you cut your contract early, I guess if you quit, then you'd have to like pay like probably a termination fee and probably a lot, if not all of that, like training costs probably. Just honestly find a good school inside of a solid company that has a program. Makes sense. Yeah, basically don't be picky, but also there's some companies that are pretty known for not training their people correctly. Yeah, I've heard some things. That makes sense. And I imagine some companies it's easier to get on than others. Like some companies probably have higher restrictions and stuff. Yeah, honestly, find a good school inside of a solid company that has a program. Yeah, I think with my school, I was a 2-year contract with a 2-year contract, but I paid to get out early. Was there like a big termination, like if you get out of your contract early, like depending on how early it is, I guess, is it like a pretty like expensive thing to like cut your contract early? Or is it like, like if they leave early, they basically make you pay the full amount of the CDL process back to, okay. So, and that's not cheap. Like a CD, yeah, that's not cheap. Which was a good move. I made $1,500 more per week. Nice. You just have to buy it. It was $4,500. Yeah. So basically, I either have to like fork up $4,500 myself out of pocket, and then get with the company after, or I guess buy my own truck or whatever. Probably not doing that. Or find a company that's willing to like pay for the training as long as I stay with them, right? And you said usually, well, maybe not with every company, but usually there's like a couple day grace period where you like try things out. And if you decide like it's not your cup of tea, they kind of won't like charge you for it, right? Yeah, at the time it was a good price. They didn't charge for the 14 days in the hotel. Oh yeah, I can imagine that would add up. Yeah, hotels aren't cheap. Yeah, that ain't cheap. But sometimes you got to invest a little bit to gain money. Because like you said, you're making like $15. I mean, $15. You're making $15 a day. That's woo. No, you make it $1,500 a day. That's wait. Did you say a day or a week? That's not a day. I think you said a week, right? $1,500 a day. Dang, that would be nice. Where was that comment? Oh, to blah 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 blah. I thought I saw something that said 1,500 a week. 1,500 a week. Is that before or after taxes? And like how many hours were you driving every day? Like how many hours a week? Was it like over 40 hours a week? Or was it about 40 hours a week? You know what I mean? We still got to pick up this trailer. We're getting there. Slow and steady wins the race, boyos. Okay, we're going. We're going. Yeah, the fact that most of the semis nowadays, or the companies, like they have the automatic semi trucks, I like that. And the fact that you can still get a CDL without having to learn the manual, transmission, that's nice. I mean, I'm sure it probably looks better on a resume or whatever if you know how to drive a manual truck. Also, crap. Wow. There we go. You probably can't do that in a real truck. Probably can't just stop on a dime like that. But I got the controls set to easy. We're going to turn this way. What was I saying? Let me make this turn one real quick. It was a good move. 1,500 more per week. You just have to buy it. It was 4,500. It wasn't bad. Yeah, the cent at the time was the price didn't change for 14 days. Okay, I read that. I made 1,000 a week at my school company doing 500 miles a day. At my new company, I was doing around 25. Wait, you're doing 2,500 miles a week? Or you would make it 20. That's 25. Wait. You made 1,000 a week at my old school. Okay, company doing 500 miles a day. At my new company, I was doing around 250 a week. Oh, that's the. Oh, okay. So you were driving about the same amount of miles, but you're making more. So like with the company you're with, you don't have to say what company, right? But like with the company you're currently with, how does it work? Like, how do they pay you? Do they do it by like the hour? Like, let's say it's like you make $20 an hour. I don't know how much truckers make. Is it like 20? I don't know, 25, depending on what you're pulling. I don't know. Depending on the company, probably. But do they pay you like an hourly rate? Or do they pay you like per mile? Right? Or is it like per load? Like if you do 5 loads in a day, you're going to make more money. Or is it like, it doesn't matter how many loads you do in a day. If you drive 8 hours, you're making 8 hours worth of pay. You know what I mean? Or is it combination? Or is it just depends on the company? Or depends on the job? Because I know one of you said you worked for Trader Joe's. So like whatever pay setup they have, it's probably, that's how it's set, right? It doesn't fluctuate. Because like with my job, I'm paid by the hour. But then my managers, they have like a, what do you call it? They have like, it's a salary. So they make like a certain amount every year. It doesn't matter how many hours they work, but they make that every year. Like they're guaranteed that. I don't know if truck drivers get a salary. It's more of like I was doing 8 to 14 hours a day, but less than 200 miles. I was hourly plus profit sharing. Nice. I get paid by the mile with detention time with load bonuses. Basically, I get a load percentage based on how many loads I do at night. Oh, interesting. You get paid by the mile and then like a little bit of a bonus depending on how many loads you can get done. Nice. So you have to drive at night though? Like I'm sure some companies it's like, well, I guess if you're a trucker, you basically drive until you get there. You don't just stop if it gets dark. Like, well, I guess depending on how, like the regulations, like I guess you'd be forced to take a break. But I guess that's what coffee's for. But 8 to 14 hours a day. I guess it depends, right, on the load. But is that like 8 to 14 hours in one direction? Or is that like 4 hours there, 4 hours back? Or I guess it would depend on the location. Because you're not going to hit every store the same way. Like you might hit one store and then you might go to the warehouse and you might hit a different store that's in the opposite direction. But okay, that makes sense. To compare, when I was a spotter, I made $21 an hour, making about $700 a week take home. Now it's $1,200 to $2,300 take home, depending on how many loads I can get done that week. Okay. Do they pay you overtime? Like, do you get overtime pay? Or is it just kind of like a set? I guess everybody has to pay overtime pay, I guess. If you go over 40, I don't know. And I guess it depends on the company. That's XPO Logistics. They're all over the US and they start at around 24 an hour for LTL. And they have a program to train you and it'll be free if you stay with them. Interesting. Interesting. Because I think they have like some local companies here too that are like in state. And then there's Walmart, but maybe Walmart's more picky. I don't know. I don't know how. I mean, there's obviously other companies besides Walmart. I think Walmart's like probably the biggest because they move a lot of freight. Doesn't necessarily mean they're the best though. Because Amazon, they got semis and stuff too. Yeah, Walmart's one of the best paying, but I'm sure they probably have like, they probably only let in like a certain caliber of driver. Like maybe you have to have like a year of experience before they'll even like bring you on, right? Because they want to make sure like if they're paying you all this money, they want to make sure you're worth it type thing. I don't know if you can just walk off this, just be like, yo, got my CDL 2 months later working for Walmart. Like, I don't know if that's how it works, depending on how bad they need drivers, I guess. But maybe they're a little bit more picky because they pay more. I don't know. But if they pay more, they're probably asking a lot more from you, right? So maybe you have to do like a certain amount of loads every day, or you're like, I don't know. No overtime, but while being unloaded, you might get detention time, which is they pay so much an hour while being unloaded. Most places have most places have you have sitting there for so long before we'll pay detention time thing. Okay. Some companies will pay you while you're being unloaded. And then other people, okay. I guess it would depend, because I know at Walmart, the driver, well, sometimes, depending on the load, like if it was a grocery truck, I think they would they'd pull up, unload the grocery, and then they'd leave. Or if it was like a frozen dairy truck, they'd pull up, you'd unload the stuff for that store, and then they'd leave. But then if it was like a GM side of the store, like general merchandise that wasn't perishable, they would like drop the trailer, grab an empty one, and then they just leave. So I guess it would depend on what you were hauling. I guess. Because when we were unloading those trailers, like the GM trailer, like sometimes it would take us like 5 hours to unload that trailer. And I know they're not going to be sitting around for 5 hours. Like, I mean, some places maybe, depending, I don't know. But like they'd usually grab like the empty trailer from the day before and take that, I guess, back to where they came from. I think they asked for 2 years of experience, but I could be wrong. Yeah, they're probably a little bit more pickier, because if they're paying that like premium price, they're probably like, yo, we're not going to be paying some Joe Schmo who barely knows what they're doing. They probably want to know like, hey, this is like kind of a seasoned driver. They know what they're doing. They got like a year of experience. They probably know what they've probably seen a lot, got a lot of miles in that year. You could probably take a risk. But who knows? I don't know. Depends. Yeah, I like get paid detention for the moment in the door until I leave the door, but I also get kind of crappy mileage pay because being new, they give me the routes with the most traffic and such. That makes sense. So, like, I guess if you're like a newer person, they give you maybe some of the, I guess, shorter routes or more city driving type ones. I feel like they'd kind of like work you up to like the, like they kind of start you off slow and they kind of work you up. They're not just going to be like, okay, well, you're going to drive through 10 states today. Newer people get the crappy routes that no one else wants. Okay, yeah. You can't, I guess, yeah, you're kind of at the bottom of the food chain. Got to work your way up. That makes sense. Got to start somewhere. But at the same time, it's good experience. Because all those people that are getting like the good routes, I'm sure they started off the same spot and they had to kind of like, prove that they could like handle more responsibility and stuff. How are we? Because we keep stopping. We're almost there. It's already 2:40 a.m. my time. Oh boy. Okay, we're just gonna make a little right turn. Actually, that a gas station? We should probably fill up. And let's do it before we attach a trailer. Feel like that's probably the smart move. And let's see how much cheddar this is gonna cost me. Okay, turn off the engine. $5.17 a gallon. Oh, God. Newer people get the... Okay, I read that comment. Okay. Okay, enter. Okay, wait, did that. Okay, now we turn on the engine. All right, and we just pull out. Okay, where's... What? Did I just run over something? Heard a crunch. Is there an easy way out of here? We're just gonna pull around here. We're really flying. You can really fly in these things when they don't have a trailer attached. Okay, and I think I'm taking a right. Yeah, I'm taking a right. Yeah, my current job, it's at the thrift store. I load the trucks, unload the trucks. Everything's on pallets, though, so I put these things called Gaylords onto the back of trucks. I double stack them with a little pallet stacker. Put those on the truck. Then I unload vehicles. I sort the product in different categories, and then that stuff gets shrink wrapped and like put on the trucks. I do a lot of different stuff. I price stuff too, but I've been doing it for like, I want to say 9 years. I've been with the company 9 years. I left for about 6 months and went to Walmart. For a short period of time, I was doing both jobs. I was doing Walmart full-time and then the thrift store job part-time. Got burnt out from that. So then I just switched to Walmart full-time. But I got off late every night, and I didn't like getting off late. I know if you're a trucker, you're gonna have to get some weird hours. So, but I just wasn't used to it because I was used to getting off every day at 6 p.m. So when my old job started paying what Walmart was paying, I went back to my old job, and that's where I am right now. But yeah, I basically been with the company for 9 years, more or less. What did I just do? What? I thought I had a trailer. Didn't I? I could have sworn I had a trailer. Is the trailer somewhere around here? Is it parked somewhere? Or do I have to select the job, or did I miss the job? Do I have to select? I guess we select the job. So I could have sworn I had one already. Is this right? Take the job. Okay, trailer. I gotta find the trailer. Okay. Now we're cooking. Am I stuck? There we go. So now we gotta hook up the trailer. This should be interesting. Where is the trailer located? Oh, it's right there? Okay. Yeah, this should be interesting. How am I gonna do this? Let's try this. I'm gonna try to do it with my mirrors, but I don't know. I got a feeling this might not end well. I'm trying it with my mirrors. Let's see. Maybe this will end well. Maybe. Am I there yet? Come on. Green? We're close enough. Okay. All right, I'm off to another nap. Got to go to the doctor's in about 8 hours. Well, good luck, man. Thanks for popping in. I'm probably gonna call it quits too because it's 2:19 a.m. my time, and I got to go to work tomorrow. I only got today off, New Year's off. Like I go back to work for 4 days, and then I get another day off, I guess. Ugh. But yeah, guys, thanks for all the tips. You answered a lot of questions. And yeah, definitely hit the follow button because I'm going to be streaming this game a lot more often. I think this is a good game to stream because it's kind of like chill. I can kind of chat with everybody that's watching. And yeah, so if you want to see more of this, definitely hit the follow button. I'm going to upload this over to my YouTube channel where I do a lot of different Let's Play videos. I do vlogs. I do a little bit of everything. It's a gaming channel, but yeah, definitely follow me here. Check me out over there. And hopefully I will see you guys in the next stream. And yeah, thanks for all the info. You guys were very helpful, answered a lot of my questions. And yeah, thank you for what you do, or what you did in the past. Truckers definitely don't get the recognition they deserve. And yeah, they should be mentioned right up there with cops, firefighters, doctors, because they keep this country rolling. Like, it's crazy how much they get done. But guys, thank you for what you did, what you do. Thank you for popping in, hanging out with me. And yeah, I'm going to go jump in my sleeping bag, get some more blankets, because it is 40 degrees in here. And yeah, hopefully I will see you in the next stream. Until then, my name is Adam. Thanks again for the info, and I will catch you later. Oh, and remember, keep calm and game on. Toodles!